Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Carter Myers Automotive is celebrating 100 years at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg. Join our celebration by donating canned goods to help us feed 100 local families a day and get some of the best deals of the year. Right now, get up to $2,500 off MSRP on a new 2024 Camry. Or check out a new 2024 Tundra and get up to $4,700 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at CMA'sToyotaofMartinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Alex Mooney is from Maryland, and he votes like it. In Congress, Maryland Mooney voted against giving our troops a pay raise, and he opposed providing wounded veterans with better health care. It gets worse. Maryland Mooney wanted to give illegal immigrants driver's licenses and taxpayer-funded college tuition discounts. And he voted against Trump's wall, stiffing veterans to give taxpayer benefits to illegal immigrants. Maryland Mooney doesn't share our West Virginia values. Big Jim Justice is the best governor West Virginia's ever had. Big Jim is a strong conservative on protecting life and defending our Second Amendment. And he delivered the biggest tax cuts in West Virginia history. Endorsed by President Trump, Jim Justice will fight to finish the wall and secure our border. Big Jim is one of us, and he fights for us.
I'm Jim Justice, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Jim Justice for U.S. Senate.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
Play ball!
It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Parsons Ford, Rocks, the Heffley Motor Company, the Wagner Law Firm, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, the Skinner Law Firm, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, Orsini's, Carter Myers Automotive, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Mother Shuckers, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good evening and welcome to P.O. Faulkner Park as we get you set for West Virginia high school baseball action. It's the second round of the baseball sectionals between the Martinsburg Bulldogs and Hedgesville Eagles. Both teams going off wins. Martinsburg getting a 10-0 win over Spring Mills in round one. Advancing to the winner's bracket, Hedgesville gets the other win over Musselman 5-4, meaning that Spring Mills and Musselman are playing tonight in an elimination game in Inwood. The winner of this game holds the early advantage here in the sectional tournament. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin. John Allerton, our on-site producer. Back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin, Dylan Bishop on camera here tonight. And Trip, it's the only team to beat Martinsburg in the state of West Virginia during the regular season. Hedgesville advancing yesterday to take on the Bulldogs after what we kind of expected to happen, Martinsburg getting a win over Spring Mills in the first round. So should be interesting tonight to see how these other games play out.
Yeah, I mean, Hedgesville showed a lot of grit last night. They were down late in the game. Jason Myers hit a double to put Musselman up 4-1, give them a 3-run lead. They were down to their last 4 outs, nobody on base, and they were given a second chance there with the ball that kind of got out of the glove of the third baseman up there, and they took advantage of that and ended up having a 4-run inning to get the lead and held on. So they showed that they're going to play 7 innings. So Martinsburg's going to have to play 7 innings if they want to put Hedgesville away. And Hedgesville, of course, is the only in-state team, as you said, to beat Martinsburg. So they can get hot. They do definitely they do definitely go off momentum. They're going to want to get the momentum on their side. Strike early, and Martinsburg going to have to withstand some of their, as they get up. And they're a team that plays loose and they're loud, and they enjoy the game. And we seen last year they got hot at the right time, and they know how to win sectional games, and they got a lot of their core players back. So. But Martinsburg, who, we continue to talk about other teams, they just continue to go about and doing their business and dominate in areas and put teams away. So, we'll see what happens here in the rubber match tonight, but it's going to be very exciting as a big crowd's here.
Yeah, obviously a big game, big rivalry matchup. These two teams have had some great games over the years, and, of course, with Hedgesville having the confidence knowing that they have beaten Martinsburg, certainly helps, I think, a little bit tonight, especially because everybody else doesn't head in with that same confidence. Now, obviously, we saw some close games, like Washington nearly knock off Martinsburg. Spring Mills early in the year had a close game. But for the most part, this team's kind of rolled through. Even EPAC play as good as the competition has been around here. So Hedgesville coming off of that momentum win as well. And it seems like this team is very an up-and-down type team, but when they're playing at their best, they can compete with anybody.
Yeah, Hedgesville, it's a shame in baseball that we can't send two teams to state from this region, because I believe that many years that we have in this region some of the top two of the top four teams a lot of times, and but only one gets to go. And so if it was like basketball, I think each year you would see the EPAC teams go up and compete and possibly compete with each other. For state championships, but only one team can go, and that's what makes this very interesting. And Hedgesville plays loose. Martinsburg Hedgesville certainly the underdog. Martinsburg, supposed to win. Martinsburg has done a good job of having that playing the role of the favorite and just getting taking care of business. But Hedgesville does a really good job of playing the underdog and playing loose, enjoying the game, enjoying each other as teammates, and that when you play loose, you can't play this game tight. You have to stay loose, and Hedgesville does a great job of that, and their coaching staff keeps their team loose.
All right, this is the Skinner Law Firm countdown to first pitch. Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Hi, this is Roger Hanshaw, Speaker of the West Virginia House of Delegates, encouraging everyone in Berkeley County to vote for Pam Brush for House of Delegates. Pam is dedicated to improving Berkeley County and being a voice for West Virginia's Eastern Panhandle in our state legislature. In a time with tremendous opportunity like we have today, it's important that we send leaders like Pam Brush to the House of Delegates to be the right voice for Berkeley County. Remember to vote for Pam Brush to send a strong champion for Berkeley County and House District 97 to Charleston.
Paid for by Mountaineer Majority Fund, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
April is National Donate Life Month. WV Medicine is joining the effort to raise awareness for organ donation. Did you know that more than 100,000 people are waiting for life-saving organ transplants? One donor can save up to 8 people through organ donation, provide sight for 2 people through cornea donation, and restore health for more than 75 people through tissue donation. Join WV Medicine and help spread awareness about the gift of donation. And if you haven't registered, visit registerme.org.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin. As we now get into our coaches' interviews, brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons. We'll hear from head coach Aaron Byler and then Coach Eric Grove of Hedgesville.
Here with head coach Aaron Byler. Aaron Byler, tonight, Coach Byler, you got the win last night against Spring Mills. Couldn't have drawn up no better. 10-run, 5 innings, kept Carson Boober at 75. But tonight you get the Hedgesville Eagles, the only team in state that has handed you a loss. You got Lindsay Lauder on the mound. How do you feel about your chances tonight?
Yeah, we put last night behind us. We're proud of that effort, proud of our effort that Carson gave last night and the total team effort. And we're going to need much of the same tonight out of Lane. And, Lane's pitched in big games before, and we expect him to go out there and have success.
So tonight you go out there, and does that hype your team up? Does it put you on edge, or how's your team taking this section of battle tonight with Hedgesville?
I've been really proud of our guys, kind of buying into the being 1-0 every day. When we talked before the game, we didn't talk at all about the loss to Hedgesville. We talked about, doing our jobs. Our guys know that they need to do their job, and it's going to take all 22 of those guys in that dugout to do their job, no matter what job that is. And every time, 27, 28 times when they've done their jobs, they've been successful. So we're just trying to do our job tonight and continue to go 1-0.
Last night you guys hit the ball pretty well at times, got a couple of 2-out hits, wanted to run the base as well. How do you feel that your offense will stack up tonight against Peyton Gerardin?
I think the biggest thing is you have to win the free base game. I think whoever wins the free base game will win the baseball game tonight. That's kind of the way high school baseball works. We have to make sure that we throw strikes, and when they put it in play, we have to make sure we field it.
All right, well, good luck tonight.
Thanks, Trip.
I'm here with head coach of the Hedgesville Eagles, Eric Grove. Coach Grove, last night you had a nail-biter come down to the last couple innings, kind of typical sectional baseball. You want to talk about that a little bit first?
Well, it was gritty because it wasn't very good for a while. Offensively, we really struggled, kept us off balance, and then we finally maximized on opportunity, which doesn't happen all that often for us. And then we were able to play relatively clean the rest of the way, and I just thought some of our back class came out because we didn't really play all that well. So I'm happy to see that, and hopefully we can take a step in the right direction in all the phases of the game today.
So tonight you come in here to P.O. Faulkner Park for the rubber match with Martinsburg, the only in-team state that's handed Martinsburg a loss this year. And they got you guys at their place. You got them here with the rubber match. Going to be a close game. What are you expecting out of this game?
Well, I think the team that can manage their emotions and have the right type of intensity will probably have an advantage. I think that, I hope to think that we have definitely a sense of looseness that we can play with, given the fact that probably a lot of people didn't think we'd win yesterday. So now we need to carry that type of attitude into this environment, which is going to be a tough environment to play in, but helps that we've been here before and had success here before.
So you got Peyton Gerardin on the mound. What are you expecting out of him tonight?
He just needs to fill the zone up. I mean, they're going to hit some. The main thing is minimizing the big innings, keep the free passes to a minimum. I think, if he's in the zone, able to locate 2 pitches for a strike, he gives us a good chance to win.
All right, anything else?
No, sir. Thank you.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Thank you to both teams' head coaches. Those were our coaches' interviews. Again, brought to you by Parsons Ford. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll continue to break down this matchup. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
I'm J.B. McCuskey, candidate for Attorney General. I've been a Mountaineer my whole life, and we know Mountaineers are always free. But that freedom is under attack. Woke activists want to defund our police, strip away our rights, and destroy our way of life. As West Virginia's Attorney General, I won't let that happen. I'll back the blue, defend the Second Amendment, and protect our right to frack, mine, farm, and timber. I'm J.B. McCuskey. As Attorney General, I'll fight for West Virginia. I'll hold politicians accountable, end federal overreach, and crush the woke mob. I'm J.B. McCuskey. Woke activists mistreat and look down on us, but as your Attorney General, I'll fight for West Virginia values and keep the Mountain State free.
Paid for by J.B. McCuskey for West Virginia Attorney General, P.O. Box 11359, Charleston, West Virginia 25361.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Versley alongside me, Trip Tobin, John Allerton, and Dylan Bishop as well on site. And back in the studio is Kyle McLaughlin. Trip, as we mentioned it, we got some other big games tonight. We talked about a little bit Musselman taking on Spring Mills and the elimination game there. In a non-elimination game, but similar situation to this one, the winner's bracket of Section 2, we have Jefferson taking on Washington. Loser of that game will play Hampshire in an elimination game. Our EPAC Baseball Roundup brought to you by Rocks Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Rocks, fast, fresh, friendly. Any thoughts on those other matchups tonight, Trip?
Well, I mean, Jefferson's up 5-1 in the top of the third on that one already. So, I mean, they are, I think they're starting to play some of their best baseball, if not the best baseball, they played all year long. So, they're getting some timely hitting, from that lineup, as Riley Morgan has a couple of hits in that already. And he's also pitching. He's throwing a 2-hitter, giving up 1 run. And after 2 innings, he struck out 4 of the 6 batters. So he's going to be really tough, for Washington to get that victory. Those 4 runs that he has right now is probably going to be tough to overcome with the way that he throws the baseball. So Jefferson, I think the biggest thing about this game and Jefferson's game is the winner gets certainly. I mean, they get the tomorrow off and they have to be beat twice. So that's just a huge part of it. So tonight is a huge game for both sections here at the moment in the region.
Yeah, and for Washington, they ended the regular season kind of cold. I think they lost 3 or 4 in a row, so Jefferson seems to be hot right now. Washington cooling off a little bit, kind of a tough time to be not playing your best baseball, it seems like. But we'll get into our starting lineups brought to you by Tris Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust for your flooring needs? Call Tris Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at trisfloorsanding.com. We'll start with the visitors. Hedgesville leading off. The shortstop, number 17, Noah Brown. Batting second, the center fielder, number 6, Landon Pence. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 24, Connor Quinn. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 5, Ian Wolf. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 7, Mason Elliott. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 12, Cash Dunham. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 11, Brett Pedersen. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 14, Trent Canarium. And rounding out the lineup, number 8, the third baseman, Manor. For Martinsburg, leading off and playing center field, Isaac Grove is back in that leadoff spot. Batting second, the shortstop, number 5, Carson Buber. Batting third, the third baseman, number 24, Braden Oviedo. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 7, Christian Alter. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 8, Ben Reisenweber. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 3, Owen Rubenthal. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 20, Braden Edwards. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 27, Jameer Brown. And rounding out the lineup, left fielder, number 2, Keegan Everhart. So Trip, a little bit of a change in the lineup there. You see Grove back at the top and Everhart back to the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, they're both good leadoff hitters. I mean, your 9 and 1 generally are interchangeable. So Isaac Grove, we seen yesterday, he ran rampant on the base. He had a lot of good reads out there, was able to score some runs, got on base every time he was out there. So it's just a really good. Great that he's back from Martinsburg and what he brings to the top of that lineup, and and certainly gives those guys opportunities to get RBIs behind him as he moves up on the bases, stealing bases and good reads on dirt balls, things like that.
82 degrees and sunny right before first pitch. Our weather brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. Lane DeWater on the mound for Martinsburg. Pitching for Hedgesville will be Peyton Girardi. Our starting batteries as they're doing the catching will be Edwards, and doing the catching for Hedgesville will be Trent Canerium. Our starting battery is brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of this break, we'll have first pitch. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
The WVU Heart and Vascular Institute is pleased to announce that thoracic surgery with Dr. Shalini Reddy is now available in Martinsburg at WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center. Dr. Reddy has practiced thoracic surgery in the region for over 8 years and offers robotic laparoscopic surgeries for the lungs, esophagus, and more. For more information about thoracic surgery in Martinsburg, check us out online at mywvuheart.com.
First pitch between Martinsburg and Hedgesville is brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors. John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin, John Allerton, our on-site producer, Dylan Bishop on camera, and back in the studio is Kyle McLaughlin as we get you set for this second round sectional baseball matchup between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. As we mentioned right before we went to break, Trip Lane DeWater on the mound, obviously transferring over from Hedgesville, but for his senior season, and brings a lot to this team. Had a good year, especially lately. He's been pitching extremely well for Martinsburg.
Yeah, similar to his year last year when he started off a little slow, and he just gets hotter as the season goes on. This time last year, he was throwing as good as anybody in the state, and I think it's pretty much mirrored what he did last year. So he comes to this team here that he's gotten early. He got took a couple no decisions that were close games. Christian Alter come in and closed out, and found his control, found velocity and ability to get outs without trying to chase strikeouts. So he's just done a great job of letting his team field the ball behind him as this defense has come into its own as well. Does a good job this year, better job this year, holding runners, slide stepping, things like that as well. So he's maturing. He's going to head off to Potomac State there next year and pitch up there. It just projects so well, and just a big right-hander, familiarity with the lineup as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how he handles some of the hype, though, as it's probably going to be a really hyped-up game, and similar to the Jefferson game that we thought meant nothing the other night. We're going to see that kind of intensity, I believe.
Yeah, only this one means something. Top of the first inning, brought to you by the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons. Probably serving our area since 1880. The first pitch is a little bit low for ball one.
Jeff King behind the plate.
This one hit on the ground but foul down the third baseline. Martinsburg comes out in the white jerseys, white pants, orange hats, and the orange lettering for the numbers as well. And then blue jerseys for Hedgesville, the yellow numbers and letters outlining the blue. And then the gray pants for the Eagles. Next pitch from DeWater is hit on the ground toward Buber, and Buber makes the play. Good stretch by Brown to get the first out.
Buber come up with the play there. He kind of didn't quite throw it as he could. He just kind of went across the diamond. You wonder maybe his arm a little tight from last night still, but did what he had to do to get the out. So Lane DeLauder pitching here to contact as we got a 6-3 ground out there by Noah Brown.
I'll bring the center fielder Landon Pence to the plate, and he'll take the first one for a called strike one. Yeah, Carson getting to limit his pitch count last night to only 72 pitches, so Martinsburg can use him later on in this tournament. As this one's popped up toward right field, and making the play is Christian Alter for the second out. So early on here, Tripp Lane working quickly through the first two Hedgesville batters.
Yeah, Hedgesville's not a team that takes a lot of pitches. They know that Lane's going to field the zone up. You don't want to get behind to him. You know, he can reach back and get a little extra and throw the ball by. He's got the slider that he throws pretty well, you know, and he's got this curveball. Of course, he has that changeup and a little bit of a two-seamer that runs in. So Hedgesville's approach right now is to hit early, you know, not get down the count, and they've made some contact here. And Martinsburg's played defense as they have all year long.
First pitch is a called strike at the knees to Connor Quinn, the designated hitter. Connor digs back in for the next one, and it's low for ball one.
It's Jeff King behind the plate, Keith Allison on first, Rick Alderman at second base, and then we have Mike Heidel at third.
There's the next one for a called strike two. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down.
We have John Alderton on the camera. We got Rick Alderman in the field.
Mike Heidel at third. Mike Height in the stands. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the first inning as Hedgesville goes down 1-2-3. Quinn strikes out swinging, and we head to the bottom half of the first inning. No score between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. Bulldogs coming to the plate.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Craig Blair.
Here to P.O. Faulkner Park. No score between Martinsburg and Hedgesville as we head to the bottom of the first. Grove, Buber, Oviedo due up for the Bulldogs. Our bottom of the first inning is brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsini's.com. So Tripp Grove back at the top of the order after returning to action yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was kind of questionable. How would he be able to, explode off of that sore hamstring he had there, and make that first burst, to get that to steal bases, you have to have that first good step and jump, and he just showed us multiple times yesterday that he has that speed, he has that explosiveness, and he appears to be nearly 100%. I know he's a little bit sore, but it's not torn, and he fights through it. yesterday. Did a great job of getting on base, and that's really all a coach cares about at the top of the order, whether you get hit by a pitch, whether you walk or beat out something on a hard 90, or whether you hit the ball, to the fence. They just want that leadoff guy on base and get that lineup turned over, and he does that. And when he gets on, he's been hard to keep up from scoring because he gets on and gets around and gets in.
And Girardin will run in and hit Grove here, so he gets on base again. Peyton Girardin, another transfer pitching today, as Girardin transferred over from Spring Mills. So both teams have a transfer pitcher.
Gotta wonder if Grove has some sort of ball magnet on him.
Could be
something. Not sure. He gets hit a lot.
He does.
It's not like he leans into him. He gets hit drilled.
Maybe just all the pitchers don't like him.
Well, I can tell you he's not a guy that I would want on base.
Right, no.
Especially with Boober, Oviedo, and Alter, and Rasweber and on down the line.
And he's going to take off here. Throw down from Canerium is up the line. Good tag attempt from Noah Brown, but Grove slides in underneath that tag attempt and is safe with a stolen base.
Martinsburg showing what they do. They will run the bases. They'll get after it. Great job by Noah Brown. That throw was up the second base side. He dove and put that tag down on Grove's leg.
Boober, a big swing and a miss there on 2-0. Makes the count 2-1 strike.
Yeah, as a head coach, you want your guys' ears pinned back on a 20 or a 31 count, and Boober was looking for something and just missed it.
The 2-1 pitch is fouled straight back for Grove. That's his 21st stolen base on the year, over 95% success rate on the season. He's only been caught one time.
Boober 2 strikes here. Need to shorten up. If he can ground the ball, if anything, to the right side or get the ball up in the air and move Isaac Grove, that would be a big plus and a quality at bat.
The 2-2 pitch, Boober sends it on a line toward the second baseman, Cash Dunham, and Dunham makes the play for the first out.
Did exactly what he was supposed to do. Unfortunately, baseball, baseball sometimes will you do everything right and still not get anything to show for it. He shortened up, pushed the ball to the right side, hit it hard, and hit it right at the second baseman. Once again, we've seen Grove last night on a line drive to third, retreating on that line drive, and there again, and a lot of times guys will get doubled off there, but he was retreating on that line drive, so good job of base running. It's a great job of hitting as well, and it just didn't get the result that they wanted out of that. And Girardin's an opportunity to get out of this thing if he can get Oviedo.
Pitch here to Oviedo is popped up. Right field. Wolf makes the play. They'll tag. Grove will head to third, and he now moves further into scoring position, but Oviedo is retired, and like you said, Tripp, it's a much more favorable situation here for Hedgesville with 2 outs against this tough top of the order for Martinsburg.
Both teams coming out swinging the bat. Pitch counts are down. These guys are going to swing the bat, hit their way on. Both these pitchers tend to fill the zone up here, and Peyton Girardin an opportunity to get out of this.
The pitch here to Christian Alter is a called strike 1. Alter, the right fielder, batting here in the 4 spot that he's owned since early on in the season. And the 0-1 misses outside. We've talked about it before, but not necessarily your typical 4-hole hitter. Alter usually known for his speed, but he's really just broken out this year with some big hits and RBIs and always seeming to come through. And here on 1-1 sends this one down the line. Great stop by Elliott, the first baseman, but he won't be able to pick it up, and the run will come in to score, and Christian Alter comes through, driving in another run.
Yeah, he just stayed behind that baseball and sent it down the line. A great diving stop over there by Elliott. He was back a little bit, carried him into the foul territory, and then as he got up, he knew he was going to have to be quick, and he just when he didn't gather the ball up there, he knew there really wasn't a chance. He just kind of held the ball there and kept it from going in for a double, actually. So even though they did score on that, Elliott knocking the ball down keeps Alter from being on second base for Reisenweber.
Alter with his 34th run batted in on the season, which is third on the team behind Oviedo and Reisenweber, who now comes to the plate here in this 5-hole spot. It's a throw over, not in time.
So Martinsburg doing what they do. You got, they just typical, just textbook baseball. Get on, get over, get in.
Here's a breaking ball that misses inside to Reisenweber for ball 2. So a 2-0 count here on Ben with 2 down and a runner on first base.
You get the leadoff guy one, the number 2 guy, after 2 strikes tries to hit behind him. Unfortunately didn't get there. Next guy sacks him over to third, and then you get a base hit that runs him in. So
nice pitch there from Girardin. Big swing and a miss there for strike 1. Now 2 balls and a strike on Reisenweber. Playing second base here tonight. It's been a good senior season for Ben Reisenweber, giving Martinsburg a lot of utility room as Alter takes off for second. To throw down from the Canarium throw, and the tag from Brown is in time for the out. So Alter caught stealing to end the inning. But the Bulldogs do score 1 on the Christian Alter RBI single. We head to the second. This is West Virginia High School Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. We're back at 60.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
More Capito has a clear immigration plan.
Law enforcement will deport illegals, and fentanyl dealers will face life in prison.
A clear plan on taxes.
As governor, I'll cut the state income tax completely, and it will attract more companies and more jobs to West Virginia.
And More Capito wrote the bill banning puberty blockers for children, while Morrissey got rich lobbying for the puberty blocker companies. More Capito has a few words for Morrissey.
California's that way.
We welcome you back here to Martinsburg. 1-0 Bulldogs as we head into the second inning. Our top of the second is brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. A nice place to do business. 1-0 Martinsburg as we head to the top of the second. And it will be the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up. Ian Wolf, Mason Elliott, and Cash Stone.
Leading off top of the second for me was right fielder number 5.
Wolf playing right field here today. Hit a home run last time against the Bulldogs in that victory for Hedgesville. And the pitch here to Ian Wolf is a check swing. He did go around, though, for strike 1.
After Jefferson opened up a big lead on Washington 6-3, Washington has come back and opened up a big lead 6-1. Was Wolf swings at strike 2 there, fouls one back, 0-2, but it was 6-1. Washington got it back to 6-3. Now Jefferson just got a single from Brady Roberts to take it to 8-3. So they're hitting the baseball down there at Washington right now.
There's one that is just off the plate for ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and it seems like Washington is just always finding ways to make it close at the very least. And there's a breaking ball that freezes Ian Wolf for a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Lane DeLauder going back to last inning.
Yeah, back-to-back strikeouts looking as he is nibbling those corners, using those pitches, using the curveball there that started at Wolf, broke back in on the inner half. So going to the number 5 hitter here.
Yeah, Mason Elliott takes the first pitch from DeLauder and swings at it down the third base line and foul.
Made a nice play last inning to knock that ball down of Alters. Was trying to get down the line there for a double and saved a single there. And what that did is ultimately if Alters on second, he's not caught stealing. So
yeah.
Elliott, even though as he fouls one into the Martinsburg dugout, even though doesn't get credit for the caught stealing or throwing anyone out, he does save that. Keep Alter at first and give his team an opportunity to do that. So everything counts, every pitch, every play counts in sectional baseball. It just gets really every error and every good play is magnified at this time of the year.
The 0-2 a little bit low for ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Mason Elliott. The first baseman, as Tripp was saying, making a big defensive play in that last half inning. The next pitch here on 1-2, frozen for strike 3, looking again. So Lane DeWater now with 3 straight strikeouts on this Hedgesville offense, and that'll bring Cash Dunham to the plate. A Hedgesville team that's typically aggressive at the plate, going down looking, isn't really really what they're known for.
No, they usually swing the bat. Not a lot of strikeouts. Last night they struggled early against Connor Chansey, who his nice slider as well, and DeLauder throws a pretty good slider.
Here's a bunt attempt from Dunham. It's a surprise bunt. Oviedo charges in, picks it up with the bare hand. Had a good play, but the speed of Dunham allows him to reach with an infield single.
2-out bunt. You break up that 3 straight strikeouts. You get on base. You get Lane DeLauder in the stretch. Good idea there by Hedgesville. Cash Dunham gets the first hit there on the bunt single, so brings up Pedersen. Pedersen's been hot as of lately, hitting the ball in the gap well.
And Pedersen hits it hard, but a diving play by Reisenweber at second base robs Pedersen of a hit, and will head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Bulldogs. A big play there from Ben Reisenweber, who will come to the plate when we come back. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Did you know that anybody can have lunch at Berkeley Senior Center? Hello, this is Amy Orndorff, Executive Director at Berkeley Senior Services. We serve a healthy, nutritious, and delicious lunch 5 days a week at 217 North High Street in Martinsburg. For seniors age 60 and up, the charge is by donation only, and for those under 60, it's just $7.25. And while you're here for lunch, take a look at all of our great programs and activities. Find out more, including our daily menu, at berkeleyseniorservices.org or by calling 263-8873. We look forward to serving you.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Second inning brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin, John Alderton, our on-site producer. Dylan Bishop on camera. Back in the studio is Colin McLaughlin as we head to the bottom half of this second inning. And Ben Reisenweber is at the plate for the Bulldogs when the stolen base attempt from Christian Alter was gunned down by Trent Canerium. So Reisenweber will now continue his at-bat with a fresh count.
Yeah, Ben Reisenweber made a tremendous play right there. As of late, Brett Pedersen's been squaring the ball up pretty well. Took that very first fastball, sat on it, hit it a liner at the second baseman, and Ben Reisenweber dives to his left on the first base side and makes a great play. If not, that ball might get to the wall, possibly scoring Cash Dunham if it gets by the outfielder's not taking a good angle.
Reisenweber having a good senior season as he'll pop this one up, though, to right field. Wolf, very active tonight, makes the play for the first out.
Wolf and Cash Dunham wearing that hot pink sleeve on the throwing arm. Hedgesville down a run, still playing pretty loose as they're out there enjoying their time here in sectionals.
I bring the designated hitter Owen Rubenthal to the plate. And the pitch here to Rubenthal is high and outside for ball one. So Owen hitting for the pitcher, Lane DeWater. Martinsburg leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Next pitch from Peyton Girardin. Apparently misses for ball two.
Big crowd here tonight. See some of the Hedgesville volunteer firefighters over there. Brad Canarian being one. Brad Superior Construction, who's a big supporter of Martinsburg and Hedgesville baseball.
The 2-0 is high for ball three.
Last pitch was Peyton Jordan would like to have had the one before that as it cut back inside on the lefty. Didn't get the call there from a little bit of disgust. Now that pitch got away.
The 3-0 pitch here to Rubenthal. Check swing, and that one called a strike.
Yeah, he was taking all the way, timing it up there, just kind of turning those hips. Kept the bat back, but trying to get a little timing on that.
The 3-1 pitch is outside for ball four, so Rubenthal's on with the first walk of the evening. Did have a hit by pitch to lead off the game, but Martinsburg has another free base runner. We'll see if they can take advantage like they did last inning.
The catcher, number 20, Braden Edwards.
One out here in the inning, and Braden Edwards, the catcher, coming to the plate, the sophomore, finishing up his sophomore season for Martinsburg. Here in the postseason now is there's a called strike one to Edwards.
And we figured out last night for sure that I believe he is tied for the lead for home runs on this team with 3. Him and Oviedo.
As this one misses low and inside for ball 1. Yeah, at times Martinsburg's been really crushing the baseball this year. Edwards had that grand slam at Musselman, one of the highlights of his season. Here he hits one hard, but foul down that third base line.
See a lot of alumni in the crowd as well. Josh Rush down there in the stands, as well as looks like Raleigh Bubb. Got Ryan Barger, an old Bulldog. Jack Reisenweber in the crowd, of course, and Sonovich. So a lot of players coming tonight to watch the game.
The 1-2. Edwards gives this a ride, but foul down that right field line.
Got it into the parking lot into some cars. He hit it about 3:30. That car down there looking for a parking spot about got surprised.
Yeah, definitely had the distance, just didn't straighten it out.
Seems shortening up on the battle a little bit there as he choked up a bit.
The 1-2, this time Edwards pops it up behind the plate, and it's going to head out of play.
Thought it might catch the roof there at first, but must have went on back of it.
So, 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Edwards. A runner on first with 1 down here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 Bulldogs. Runner in Rubenthal takes his lead, and time is called.
After 4 complete at Washington, it's Jefferson 8, Washington 3.
Next pitch here, fouled away by Braden Edwards. So good at bat from your 7-hole hitter, allowing Martinsburg to see a lot of Girardin's pitches here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Rubenthal takes his lead off first. Girardin delivers again, and Edwards again gives it a ride toward right. But it's going to stay in the park as Ian Wolf makes the play on the run. He has his 3rd recorded out there in right field. And
that one
2 down here in the inning.
That one didn't sound like the foul ball. It sounded like more off the end of the bat as it got a little air and the foul ball was hit. It had some exit velo. That ball more of a looped out into right field down there by Coach Cooper. Sign at 3:05 mark was tracked down by Ian Wolf as Girardin threw his 28th pitch there.
This pitch misses high to Jameer Brown for ball 1. 1-0 count on Brown with 2 down. And Rubenthal remaining over there on first base. Next pitch from Girardin, called strike. 1 ball and a strike.
Both teams with 1 hit here as Martinsburg has gotten an infield hit and Hedgesville's got a bunt single.
The 1-1 pitch just off the plate for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
So while Martinsburg has had runners on, it's been basically from the free base, the hit by pitch, the walk, and then they've been able to move runners around to manufacture a run.
Brown pops this one up again to right field, and Wolf again makes the play for the final out of the inning. So Ian Wolf records all the outs out there in right. And we head to the 3rd. Still 1-0 Bulldogs. This is West Virginia High School Baseball Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The future doesn't wait. Why should you? Blue Ridge Community and Technical College offers over 60 degree and certificate programs in education, IT, culinary arts, engineering, and so much more. Small class sizes, flexible schedules with evening and online classes, affordable tuition, plus financial aid is available to those who qualify. Now you can go to college. Visit us online at blueridgectc.edu. That's blueridgectc.edu. Stop waiting and enroll today.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Yeah, you're right. Canarium to Martinsburg, you're right.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin. John Allerton, our on-site producer. Dylan Bishop on camera. Back in the studio is Colin McLaughlin. It is 1-0. Martinsburg on top of Hedgesville as we head to the top half of the third inning, brought to you by the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of Friends and Family Pricing. Hedgesville coming back to the plate here, Trip. So far, 2 1-2-3 innings for the Eagles.
Well, they got the bunt single.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. So,
but yeah,
1-2-3, 1-2-3, 4. John, so I had to correct you. John corrected me. That's not the Hedgesville Fire Department. That's the Martinsburg Fire Department. I think that Coach Ballard may have brought him in case Hedgesville's bats get hot like they did that night, and he had to put them out a little bit like they did that last game here.
Right, we had the Pedersen line out, so.
Pedersen line out. The bunt single by Cash Dunham broke up the second 1-2-3 inning.
So Trent Canarium to the plate, and he finds himself in a 1-ball, 1-strike count. And the next pitch from Lane DeLauder is a breaking ball, frozen for strike 2.
It's like only the second time I've been wrong, though, in a long, long time. And nobody would have known if John would have just kept it to himself, right?
Swing and a miss here for strike 3. I mean, really, nobody would have known if you didn't say anything.
True. He probably would have put it on social media.
But you're just an honest man.
Yeah.
You just can't let that live with yourself. You can't lie to the people about which fire department's here. So Manor digs back in.
Big strikeout there for on Canarium for Lane DeLauder for his 4th strikeout of the night.
Yeah, Lane so far looking good and pitching with the lead. Second one is foul tipped for strike 2.
Not using his typical, high, mid 80s, high to upper 80s fastball, using a lot of spots. Spotting the baseball, throwing a change-up curveball, has that slider, and so has a lot. These Hedgesville batters at the moment are guessing a lot, and he's freezing them. So at the moment, he's in control, being able to throw multiple pitches for strikes. And at this level, if you can throw, your off-speed pitches for strikes, you can be very successful.
The 0-2 from Lane is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, his 5th strikeout already for DeLauder. And that will bring the top of the order and Noah Brown back to the plate. Yeah. It does seem like over these last few games, we've kind of seen that from Lane, his velocity get higher and higher as the game goes on. And tonight it's been, those off-speed pitches, like you said.
And I mean, we're looking at Lane here, and, early in the year, we've seen him, his mound presence and his poise at times, he would struggle with that. But
here's a bunt. Foul.
As of recent, he has just controlled what he can control. He gets out there. He controls the speed of the game. He controls the runners. He controls, what he can do. He's been a great teammate. And it's just been part of what's made Martinsburg, successful. Him and Boberger as, kind of a 1-1 punch. And then, with Alter, Oviedo, and Jameer, and Owen Rupenthal, what those guys can do is what's created, this really tough Martinsburg team as Brown fouls that one over into the softball field.
So Noah Brown has an 0-2 count with 2 down. And a 1-0 Martinsburg lead here in the top of the third.
One thing about these two programs is that they have a tremendous amount of support. Their fan base, they're great. They're they come out, they support their teams. They do all they can for these young men. Sponsoring these guys and just coming to watch them.
0-2 is fouled away. Yeah, good crowd here again tonight. Trip and. Obviously the programs have a lot of history. as well. And
the parking lot's full and cars are all the way up and down the road, and it's just a beautiful night for baseball. The facilities are top notch. Just couldn't ask for much better baseball here in the Panhandle.
0-2 count, 2 down. Nobody on for Noah Brown. The next pitch from DeWater, hit on the ground toward third. Oviedo gets to it, makes it look easy with the throw to first in time for the final out of the inning. So 1-2-3 goes Hedgesville, and we head to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 Bulldogs. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60 seconds.
We don't have the biggest cities, the tallest skyscrapers, or the best boarding schools. We've got the best people and a way of life that's almost heaven. Faith in God, respect for the sanctity of life, pride in America. We're not a racist country. We're the greatest country. In big cities full of snobs who mock West Virginia, those values are almost extinct. But this is almost heaven. I'm Chris Miller, and I'll keep it that way as governor.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Coming back here as we head into the bottom half of the third inning, brought to you by the team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state, they have you covered. Keegan Everhart will lead things off here. The 9-1-2 due up for Martinsburg. Everhart back in the 9th spot of your trip, and he really did a good job with Grove out of keeping production there at the top of the order. And Keegan, I think always the impressive thing about him is he just finds a way on base and finds ways to contribute in many different ways, even though not necessarily known as like a power hitter or anything like that, but finds different ways to get on base with the bunt singles and all of his speed. And this time he hits it well off the glove of the shortstop Noah Brown and into left field, and that's another thing. He's hit line drives really well this year as well.
He just jumped on that pitch there. I mean, you couldn't say enough good about him, and he just went ahead and made you look good as he ripped that into the outfield. But, what impresses me about him is that, regardless of who's pitching and, whatever spot is open, he's willing to go there. And, he doesn't think that he has to play second or short or third or, he'll go to the outfield. He'll bat ninth. He'll bat first. He'll contribute any way at all,
So now Martinsburg has the speed on with Everhart. We talked about Grove and his now 21 stolen bases on the year. Everhart coming in with 24. He's a 96% stolen base rate. And I think it's almost a team mentality for Martinsburg more so than just individuals. As a lot of these guys have filled different roles and maybe would get more playing time on another team or whatever the case may be. But
it's a big roster of talented players. And like you said, they have been unselfish all year.
1-1 again. Grove trying to lay down the bunt and misses, but the stolen base there is Everhart takes second.
I think it was a foul ball, but they're going to let him move up.
Right, that's what I thought as well. Initially, that's why I was kind of confused why Everhart
I think he just missed it
on second. So
it was just a bad bunt attempt that got away from the catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes, but it worked as it moves Everhart up.
The 1-2 pitch to Grove. He fouls it down the third baseline.
Martinsburg making Girardin throw some pitches. Coming into this inning, he was at 32. The impressive thing about Lane's, he's at 31 pitches, but he has 5 strikeouts. Generally, when you're a strikeout pitcher, your pitch count's up, but his is averaging about 10 an inning.
1-2, fouled away.
Which is remarkable, considering that it takes at least 3 pitches. So, it takes 15 pitches to strike out 5 guys at the minimum. And he's only thrown, 31 pitches in 3 innings. So, able to chase some strikeouts, plus be very conservative with his pitch count is a tough thing to do. He's doing it.
Hedgesville aggressiveness at the plate partially as well, but a lot of those strikeouts have been looking too. So 1-2 pitch here is high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a runner in scoring position for the Bulldogs, and Isaac Grove, who stands on second. Keegan Everhart, who stands on second. Grove at the plate. And the 2-2 to Grove is high for ball 3.
So Grove, after not getting the bunt down, has a productive at bat here. The runner has moved up. He's worked it to a full count. He's going to see 6 pitches no matter what. He's going to get a quality at bat here by fighting back, not giving up, not getting down on himself. And he has an opportunity here to get on base.
The 3-2 to Grove is swinging a miss on a high inside fastball for strike 3. So Grove goes down swinging. The first strikeout of the night for Peyton Jordan.
Yeah, it was a tough at bat there. He did fight back. The runner did move up in that at bat, but you can see the respect for Martinsburg and their willingness to bunt up and down the lineup as Elliott for Hedgesville's way up in Buber's face, expecting possibly a bunt.
Throw back towards second. Good pickoff move from Girardin, but Everhart is safe.
Nice play, timed play. It was called from somewhere because Noah broke, and then kind of the delay spin move there as he counted 1/1000, turned him through.
Buber will lift this one out towards center field. Landon Pence is there to make the play. Everhart will force the throw in, but Pence got it in quickly, so Keegan will stay put there at second, and now 2 down. So big out bat here for Oviedo, who they got to fly out to right as last time. Buber is 0 for 2 with a line out and now a fly out to center.
Yeah, Martinsburg, not getting all those pitches there. They're getting it off the end of the bat, getting out in front. The pitch that Braden Edwards hit and flew out deep was off the end of the bat. That pitch there was lifted up, plenty of air underneath of it. So Martinsburg struggling at the moment to find the gaps or hit the ball hard the second time through so far.
Oviedo batting .500 on the season takes this one high for ball 1. So the numbers tell us here Tripp will get a hit. We'll see if they live up to be true. 1-0 count with 2 down. The next step off there from Jordan. He'll look the runner back to second. Checks the runner and delivers the 1-0, and that one just misses for ball 2. So Oviedo ahead here, hitters count. On deck is Christian Alter, who, of course, drove in the run.
Oviedo in the 20 count here, leading this team and tied for home runs. Wind blowing in here a little bit tonight, but the flags are dead. But we're getting a little wind in the press box.
The 2-0 is low for ball 3, so Oviedo sitting in on a 3-0 count.
I would assume he'd be taking, even with 2 outs.
Jordan looks into his catcher, Canerium, checks the runner, and Everhart down there at second and delivers a strike. Oviedo lays off. Count sitting at 3 balls and a strike. Alter on deck. Martinsburg on top, 1-0 here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning between Martinsburg and Hedgesville in the sectional playoff baseball. And the 3-1 misses outside for ball 4, and that ball gets away from Canerium, so Everhart will be able to advance to 3rd now with 2 down.
Pitch got away from Canerium. It wasn't a wild pitch. It was a passed ball. Allows Martinsburg to get into the 1st and 3rd. And so we're going to get a timeout. We're going to get a timeout called.
Yeah, talk to the defense here with 2 on and runners on the corners.
Coach Schneider going to have to talk to Peyton Girardin with 1st and 3rd. Like I said, these runs in the sectionals, they're hard to come by. If they can strand these runners, Hedgesville is just in a 1-run game. Things can get out of hand quickly. Should the runner move up and Alter get a hit, could be a situation where they're saying, hey, if there's a base open, let's not give up a lot. We'll go after, Radweber with bases loaded in a force any base. Could be a situation. Definitely they're talking about the first and third, what they want to do here, as well as Martinsburg. Just speaking, Coach Ballard speaking to Oviedo about the first and third and what he's going to do there. So at the moment, we're going to see a little bit of gamemanship, which is what makes the game fun.
Yeah, runners on the corners here, and there's a lot of different scenarios that could play out, so we'll see how the two teams play it with two down.
It looks like Coach Nicky Brown's calling for a 3-1 call. Not sure exactly what he's calling here, but saying go 3, come back to 1, and so maybe he's giving it away, but he was just very...
Alter hits it on the ground towards second, have the play at second, and Hedgesville makes that play as Dunham flips to Brown for the final out of the inning. Martinsburg threatens but doesn't score, and we're headed to the fourth. Still 1-0 Bulldogs. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Are you ready to flip into fun? Introducing Flip and Cheer Gymnastics, where parties, classes, and camps come alive with glow lights and non-stop action. Our professional party planner will work with you to design a dream party for your child. Book your party today and get ready for a high-energy celebration that will leave your guests beaming. And don't forget our classes and camps, where our expert coaches will help your child tumble, flip, and soar to new heights. Flip and Cheer Gymnastics, where every day is a chance to shine.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. 1-0 Bulldogs here as we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. Our bottom of the fourth is brought to you by Mother Shucker's Crab Shack, located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup, as we head to the bottom of the fourth. And we'll see the Hedgesville bats here once again. Tripp, Pence, Quinn, and Wolf due up. So far, Lane DeWater has just rolled through this Hedgesville line.
Yeah, second time through. See what happens here as DeLauder gets an opportunity as Pence, gets to see DeLauder for the second time. He flew out to the right fielder the last time, and this is, of course, Noah Brown being the leadoff, but this Pence and Quinn and Wolf part of the lineup is a group that puts the ball in play a lot, and there's a lot of base hits. They have a great average on the year, so, big inning here as we're into the fourth for Lane DeLauder.
Yeah, we'll see what Hedgesville can do with these opportunities, as they've been limited so far by DeLauder out there on the mound. And
starting to hear some noise out of the dugouts. They're playing the underdog role, and
the 1-1 swing through for strike 2.
And they're going to get a little rowdy, try to rattle, try to get something going here. Nothing unsportsmanlike. They're just cheering on their teammates and making a little noise.
Top of the fourth inning, brought to you by Farmers Mechanics Insurance, reliable coverage since 1877. Call 304-263-0809 for a quote today, or visit fmiwv.com. 3 balls, 2 strikes here on Landon Pence. Full count.
You 2-2 pitch there. You want it to be a competitive pitch, and he just didn't quite get it.
This one popped up toward Brown, who charges in for the out.
Good play by Brown. DeLauder wanted it coming off the mound, and he was calling for it, and Brown said, no, me. We could hear him clean up here, yelling it out. So good communication there. And it is his ball at that point, as you don't want Lane out there tracking the ball down. Even though he has played a good bit of outfield, but it still is the first baseman's ball.
It's true. Not this year, though. Don't think he's played any position other than pitcher and DH. As this one's popped over toward Boober, who calls for it for the second out. So again, quickly, DeLauder working through this top half of the fourth.
On to Wolf. Wolf, who's found the long ball a few times here. A couple of times against Martinsburg. I believe he had a 2-home run night that night, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
So he likes hitting in this park and has the ability to tire up with one swing.
So Wolf's been rolling, especially like we said last time on his birthday. He's been great when we've been here.
He likes to play in front of the cameras, yeah.
So far, strikeout looking.
Been a great year for Ian. You know, he kind of set behind a few guys last year on the mound. You know, Hedgesville had 3 solid starters. Didn't get a lot of starts this year. He's been a staple in that staff as he takes strike 2 there on a curveball.
Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Wolf. The Water looking for another quick inning against the Hedgesville Eagles, who trail at 1-0 here in the inning, and there's the next pitch, just fouled away by Ian Wolf.
Yeah, just got a piece of his back foot come out. He was chasing it, and he went on there and out there and just used all of that probably 32, 33-inch bat to get a piece of that as he bailed on that curveball out and had the reach.
1-2, fouled away. So, Wolf battling.
Martinsburg around the diamond with the great defense with Oviedo, Buber, Reisenweber, Jameer Brown in the infield. Outfield is Everhart, Grove, and Alter with your battery, DeLauder and Edwards.
The 1-2 pitch from DeLauder is a little bit high this time for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down.
Something that was a little off speed that hung up there. He wasn't able to drive it down.
Next pitch from Lane DeLauder. Given a ride by Wolf. And that's actually going to just be a high hit over toward Oviedo, who charges in to make the play for the final out of the inning. So another 1-2-3 inning for Hedgesville as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Our score, Martinsburg 1, Hedgesville nothing. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I'm Jason Stedman, and I'm running to be your next Berkeley County prosecuting attorney. I'm an experienced, proven leader. I have 25 years of trial and legal experience. I spent 6 of those years serving as a prosecuting attorney. I'm an Eagle Scout and have the training and real-world experience running the Shenandoah Area Council, serving on church boards, and running my own practice. I have some new ideas to bring to the office and plans to save the county significant funds. Please vote for Jason Stedman for prosecuting attorney. I'm asking for your support and your vote to move this county forward.
Paid for by candidate. When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
Bottom of the 4th, brought to you by Mother Shucker's Crab Shack, located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. If you don't like it, shuck it up. Buttercup, 1-0. Bulldogs here as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Nick Verzolini alongside me. Trip Tobin, John Allerton, our on-site producer. Dylan Bishop, our cameraman, and back in the studio is Kyle McLaughlin. As Ben Reisenweber comes to the plate to lead off this half of the inning. It's Reisenweber, Rubenthal, Edwards due up. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. So Reisenweber flew out his first time. The 1-0 pitch to Ben is a little bit high for ball 2. We've seen him play a lot of different positions for the Bulldogs this year. Second base, third base, shortstop, maybe even a little bit as well. But Reisenweber has used his utility. And this one popped up toward right center field, and making the play on the run is Landon Pence for the out.
Both pitchers pitching to contact here, and the defenses are playing. Martinsburg and Hedgesville both need to get the ball on the ground and force force fielders to field the ball and make a throw as opposed to just running over and making some catches. The easiest play in baseball is the fly ball.
Rubenthal takes this one outside for ball 1.
Rubenthal, a couple home runs here on the year. Played done DH'd a lot. Pitched really well at times in a long relief and late relief for Martinsburg, and played some first base when Jameer is not playing there.
Yeah. So definitely has
also has
served a big role.
Embraced his role. Certainly probably like to play first base every day, but he has been the DH and done that role really well.
The 2-0, called strike 1. Girardin surprisingly with just 1 strikeout, so Martinsburg has pretty much put the ball in play on every at-bat that they haven't walked or got hit by a pitch. And I believe that strikeout came on a 3-2 count, so they've seemed to have the edge offensively, even though it's just a 1-0 deficit. 2 balls, 2 strikes so far, 1 out on Owen Rubenthal, but still overall, Girardin's done a good job against a tough Martinsburg lineup. The next 2-2 pitch, a little bit high for 3-2 now.
Al Jefferson, the top of the 7th. Jefferson's coming to the plate. They're up 8-3, and they're 3 outs away from advancing in the sectional.
The 3-2 misses outside for ball 4, so Rubenthal has drawn his second walk of the game here, Tripp, and we'll see Braden Edwards hitting with 1 out. Same scenario we had for Edwards last time in the second, when Reisenweber led off with a fly out to right field, and then a walk from Rubenthal, and then Edwards would end up flying out, and Brown would fly out as well. But see if things go a little bit differently this time around for the lefty, Braden Edwards, the catcher.
Girardin at 57 pitches, so plenty of pitches to go here as he's only in the 4th. 1 out here in the 4th.
Number 20, Braden Edwards.
Yeah, both guys have worked efficiently. Lane's efficiency has been almost insane. As Edwards hits it hard on the ground into right field for a base hit. Rubenthal will make the turn down there at second, but stay put. And it's a single for Braden Edwards to advance the runner and keep the inning going for Martinsburg as Jameer Brown will come to the plate.
Number 6, Logan Wills, a courtesy runner for the catcher.
They'll run Logan Wilt in to courtesy run for the catcher, Braden Edwards. And we could possibly see a whole bunch of things here from Martinsburg. They could bunt with Brown, possibly, even with 1 out. As you see Elliott up on the turf, the first baseman.
Giving Will an opportunity to get a really big lead, as no one is holding anyone at the moment. Now we see Brown start to hold Rubenthal.
First pitch here to Jameer, and he'll take it high for ball 1. So at least as of now, no bunt sign for Brown. Probably has enough speed to beat out any double play attempt, you would imagine, unless it's, hit perfectly, I guess, for the defense. As the 1-0, called a strike. Strike 1.
Pitch had a little bit of arm side run as it ran in. It's the first time we've seen that much movement on the ball. So Girardin got a little grip on that, and it ran in. 1-1 count as we hear signals being.
Little pin action.
Little pin action.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down, and 2 on, and that one misses outside for ball 2. Yeah.
Number 3, maybe Stefanko. Stefanko going out. He came in last night. Threw some in the Musselman game.
So two balls and a strike. That's for Hedgesville with a little bit of bullpen action. As Girardin checks the runner and delivers the next pitch for strike 2 right down the heart of the plate. So Brown has an even count.
Again, the ball ran a little bit. I think Brown thought we were going to go outside, and it ran in a bit. So got a little movement on that fastball here. Keeping Martinsburg off balance a bit as see this bullpen action as both teams are, it's a very close game. Every run is, like I said, they're hard to come by in the sectionals. And to capitalize when you have the opportunities.
The 2-2 to Jameer Brown. Called strike 3 looking. And that'll bring Keegan Everhart to the plate, who had a single his last time up in the third, lead off the inning. So 2 down, and Everhart coming to the plate with 2 on.
Everhart with a solid single last time. Jameer Brown took 3 strikes there. That last one was just a fastball low and away at the knees on the outer half. That was just spotted up really well.
Yeah, that movement from Girardin on his fastball has kept hitters off balance a little bit here tonight. Just the second strikeout, though, of the game for Payton. Yeah,
as a pitcher, you just want to get the batter to miss the barrel, and he's missed the barrel tonight for the majority. Well, actually, except for a ball hit really well by, that was called, I believe, by Boober, and then a liner by Keegan. The rest of these balls have been batted, have missed the barrel for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, Edwards had a well-hit single here earlier this inning, but it was on the ground. So 2-0 count here.
Yeah, and Edwards a single that was squared up pretty well, I think.
But for the most part, yeah, it's been avoiding big contact. He had the foul ball that was crushed, but foul. So
no extra base hits as of yet.
2-0, 2 out, 2 on, and the next pitch a called strike 1. Runners take their leads. Jordan looks into his catcher, and again, time called. This has been kind of a long inning with a lot of back and forth between the hitters and the pitchers, or the pitcher. As the 2-1, Everhart gets under it a little bit. Charging in is the left fielder Pedersen, but Brown calls him off from shortstop to make the play in shallow left for the final out of the inning. So Martinsburg threatens with 2 runners on, but can't get any runs in. And we head to the 5th inning. Still our score, 1-0 Bulldogs. This is West Virginia High School Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
The WVU Heart and Vascular Institute is pleased to announce that thoracic surgery with Dr. Shalini Reddy is now available in Martinsburg at WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center. Dr. Reddy has practiced thoracic surgery in the region for over 8 years and offers robotic laparoscopic surgeries for the lungs, esophagus, and more. For more information about thoracic surgery in Martinsburg, check us out online at mywvuheart.com.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Put it on, John.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin, John Allerton, our on-site producer, Dylan Bishop, our cameraman, and Colin McLaughlin back in the studio as we head to the top of the 5th inning, which is brought to you by A.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality, design, and craftsmanship, located at 146 North Queen Street in Martinsburg. And Lane DeWater continues his excellent performance, giving up just 1 hit so far, as Mason Elliott will swing through this pitch for strike 1. Elliott struck out his first time. DeWater with 5 strikeouts as well, and has cruised so far. He'll see the 5, 6, 7 hitters, as this one is low for ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. We have a final between Jefferson and Washington yet, Trip? Or?
No, it's top of the 7th, 2 outs. Jefferson still batting, no one on with 2 outs, but they're up 8-3. Washington will be down to their final 3 outs here in the bottom of the 7th.
The 1-1 misses inside for ball 2. And then Musselman taking on Spring Mills tonight as well in an elimination game. So this one popped up and caught out there in right center field by Alter.
Musselman's leading 5-0 at the moment. Excuse me. Musselman's leading 5-0 in the bottom of the 3rd, I believe. game changer seems to be hung up a little bit. Everybody is delayed at the moment, so must be a game changer issue.
Yeah, sometimes if they don't, I think, advance the inning or whatever the case may be, it says it's delayed. Because I see that sometimes when the games are over as well. So
Boyles with a double, McClintock with a triple, Kyle Lohr with a hit and 2 RBIs. Caden Willems on the mound. He's allowed 1 hit over 3 innings.
0-1 count.
No runs. That one kind of hung up in Lane's hand as he just dunked it. You can see he kind of had a grip over it. And
it missed, but 1 ball, 1 strike here, 1 out. And Dunham at the plate.
Dunham bunted last time. I think he has the only hit for Hedgesville. The bunt singles broke up the no-hitter. Actually, it broke up the string of, I think, the 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah. But also broke up the no-hitter. Broke up the perfect game. For whatever that's worth in the second inning.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's breaking the rules, aren't you?
Well, there is no perfect game now. So I'm allowed to talk about the second
inning.
No,
I mean, I say when you get late in the game and they bunt to break it up, but early in the game, I don't think the rule applies.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's an unwritten rule anyway. You can do whatever you want. It's baseball.
Mm-hmm.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The next pitch, fouled away.
Oh, Hedgesville guys were smart enough to let it drop over there, so they didn't get the Savannah Banana rule.
It's always a good idea. Don't want to get 2 outs on your own team.
Sectional baseball. It's just a great time of year.
The 2-2.
Games get tight.
Misses low for ball 3. Full count here between Dunham at the plate and DeWater on the mound. And a 1-0 Bulldog lead here in the top half of the 5th inning.
Patterson on deck. A guy did get some good contact.
This one misses inside, so Dunham draws the walk. And without him, it would be, a perfect game for Lane here tonight, as he has the single on the walk.
Dunham's been a tough out.
I'll bring Brett Pedersen to the plate. As you mentioned, Tripp, he could have had a line-out single, as he probably has the hardest hit ball of the night, arguably. That's been fair, at least.
Little surprising note here on Pedersen. He has a broken nose.
Oh. Throw over, gets away from the pitcher Brown, who then collides with the base runner and Dunham's going to send it all the way around to third.
For the first mistake of the night. And now Hedgesville has the tying run 90 feet away. Ball got away from Brown. He goes to get it. Dunham gets up to take off for second. They collide. It upended Jameer, so it took Alter and Jameer and Rasner Weber all went to the fence, but none of them could get there in time to have any type of play on the speedy Dunham.
Yeah, it could have been, I guess, worse, but still you get the runner all the way to third there. As
Martinsburg going to draw the defense up, not all the way on the grass, but in the base lines. So anything hard hit at them, they'll come home.
Pedersen will take it low for ball 1.
Nice job by Edwards to block that up as it went in the dirt. Keep the runners at bay.
So now the pressure on Martinsburg here tonight, and the next pitch to Pedersen is low for ball 2. Great job again by Edwards. And we'll have a mound visit to kind of calm things down here with a 2-0 count and a runner in scoring position. Hedgesville certainly has the momentum all of a sudden here, Tripp, after a throwaway error.
Yeah, walk. Ball got, you get a free base, and the ball gets away from the first baseman. Next thing you know, you got a man on, you're cruising along, and it's just don't have a tremendous amount of run support at this time, so every pitch means something here, and so they're going to go out and settle him down, make sure he can kind of tunes out the crowd noise and the moment, and just settles back in a 2-0 count. Brett Pedersen's hitting the ball really well. Has been hitting the ball really well. Going to have to be cautious here, as he, like we said, he has found the barrel at least the first time up.
So Dunham takes his lead off third. The pitch from DeWater, swing and a miss, strike one, 2-1 count. Cash Dunham stands on third base. Brett Pedersen at the plate here in the top of the fifth inning. And Pedersen just gets a piece of this one for strike two. So Lane has worked it back to 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Tripp, a strikeout here would be huge. It would bring you to 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, like I said, this is huge, and it's just about every pitch is huge in a one-run ball game in the sectionals.
The 2-2 pitch from DeWater, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Pedersen goes down swinging after getting ahead 2-0. And that will bring Trent Canerium to the plate, who struck out his first time.
That'll move the defense back at normal depth and give Martinsburg a little more opportunity to get a ground ball out, as Hedgesville is threatening here with a man on third with 1 out, now 2 outs.
There's a swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 1.
So the mound visit from Coach Kurt Zarnecki. Since then, DeLauder has settled back in after losing control there for a few pitches.
The 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2.
So now you got 2 strikes, 2 outs, and you're going to have to get Canerium to hit your pitch here. Nothing good. If you're DeLauder, Canerium going to try to shorten up, try to find a little green out there. If anything, he can get to the outfield or through the infield.
The 0-2 from DeWater. Again, Edwards does a good job of keeping it in front.
Yeah, because Dunham is ready to come as soon as that ball squirts away. So he's done a really nice job of being a wall back there. At least 3 pitches that's been in the dirt since he's been on third.
The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch just misses inside, ramming in on Trent Canerium.
He reached back and got a little extra there, and Canerium had to just pull away a little bit. It ran in, but it was a close pitch.
The 2-2. Missing outside and low for ball 3. So a full count to Canerium, runner on third, 2 down here in the inning, and a 1-0 Martinsburg lead in the top half of the 5th between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. DeWater wipes the hand on the chest and now delivers on 3-2, misses inside for ball 4.
And the base was
Canerium
open.
with a good at-bat, he draws the walk. He'll bring Manor to the plate.
The base was open, but he did have him, 0-2, so it was a great at-bat by the catcher. He's going to get a runner here.
Now batting number 8, Austin Maynard.
So we get a runner. I'm not sure who the runner is. The curse runner for the catcher. Maynard coming up as part of that back-to-back strikeouts. Maynard and Canerium last time, but Canerium this time works a walk. Hands it off to the number 9 hitter with men on first and third. Martinsburg has to decide whether they're going to possibly throw to second and try to get the runner out for the third out, and then, with Cash Dunham possibly coming home, or if they go defensive indifference and go after the 9 hitter here with DeLauder. So a little bit, again, we're going to see a little gamemanship, see how they're going to play this.
Edwards making the defensive singles to his team here. Runners on the corners, 2 down. A 1-0 Martinsburg lead. And the pitch from DeWater. Called strike 1 here to Manor.
See, Hedgesville's dugout is certainly getting up there, make a little noise for their batter, and rightfully so, as they're in a tight game here.
The 0-1 fouled away by Manor.
Once again, you see DeLauder up 0-2.
It must seem like last time he was pitching for the strikeout. Up 0-2 obviously makes sense, but some of those pitches kind of not challenging as much as you would like if you're laying there. So here on 0-2 this time, we'll see what he does. And again, he tries to get Manor to swing through on a pitch low for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down. Runners on first and third for Hedgesville. DeWater looks into the catcher, Edwards, checks the runner on third, and now delivers. And it's hit on the ground toward third. Oviedo comes up firing to first in time for the final out of the inning. So Hedgesville threatens, gets 2 guys on, but DeWater and the Bulldog defense shuts it down. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Martinsburg 1, Hedgesville nothing. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Bottom of the fifth inning between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. 1-0 Bulldogs. Our bottom of the fifth is brought to you by the Wagner Law Firm, West Virginia's premier DUI defense attorney. Visit westvirginiaduilawyers.com. Nick Verzolini, Trip Tobin here. John Allerton, our on-site producer. Back in the studio, Kyle McLaughlin, Dylan Bishop on camera. It'll be Grove due up here, top of the order for the Bulldogs.
Starting to hear a little noise out of Martinsburg's dugout. As their bullpen work still going on down in the Eagles bullpen with Stefanko.
Grove takes the first pitch for a called strike. Gerardin will step off again. He's kind of slowed down the pace a little bit as the game has gone on, and this time we'll have Canarium come out and speak to him.
Gerardin's thrown a really good game. He's four innings. He allowed 3 hits, 1 run. It was an earned run. He only has 2 strikeouts, but he's limited Martinsburg to any extra bases or any back-to-back hits. Martinsburg hasn't been able to string anything together against him, nor have they been able to find a gap and run like they like to run. He's at 68 pitches, 37 for strikes. And just throwing a whale of a ball game here.
Pitch here from Peyton Gerardin as a swing and a miss for strike 2. Grove tonight hit by a pitch to lead off the ball game, and he would steal a base and then come around to score. That's our only run so far. Then he struck out in the third. The 0-2 pitch to Grove is just fouled away.
Grove struck out the last time swinging on a high fastball. First let off the game, first pitch of the game, hit in the back, stole second, and the Martinsburg manufactured a run.
The 0-2 pitch here to Grove is a called strike 3. Third strikeout of the night for Peyton Gerardin, third straight inning with at least 1 strikeout. And that'll bring Carson Buber to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a line out and a fly out. Buber hit it hard his first time up. It was right to second baseman Cash Dunham. And the pitch here is high and inside for ball 1. And then he flew out to center on one that he gave a good ride to, but got a little bit underneath it. The 1-0 pitch from Buber, or to Buber from Gerardin is a called strike 1.
Off-speed pitch after throwing a high fastball, changes eye level, threw a curveball down for a strike.
The 1-1. Buber swings and misses for strike 2. Tough timing on that pitch.
Mixing it up pretty well right now.
Gerardin on 1-2. High for ball 2.
Like Martinsburg, Hedgesville will have their top of the order coming up when they come in, so
pressure definitely on for both teams in this 1-0 game. Is that one a called strike 3 on Buber? Back-to-back for Gerardin here. Back-to-back looking as well. Now bring Oviedo to the plate, who's
number 24,
grounded out both times. Or flew out and grounded out, excuse me. Pitch here to Oviedo. Just misses. For ball one, it was a good frame by the catcher Kinnearian, but I believe it was a little bit off the plate. Next one from Peyton Girardin. Misses outside again for ball two. That one a little bit more outside, 2-0 count.
Keep hitting my ink pen here as I lean in, trying to see the down at third.
This one misses for ball three.
Get closer to Nick here.
Gotta do what you gotta do, Trip.
Mm-hmm.
3-0 count here to Oviedo is a called strike one. 3 balls and a strike with 2 down. Throw back to Jordan, gets a little bit away from him, and he'll have to step off the rubber. See if that maybe messes with any timing for him. But sometimes if you get that poor throwback from the catcher, it can kind of get you out of the rhythm. But the 3-1 is lifted out toward left center field, and it's carrying it off the wall there in left center. Oviedo has a stand-up double for the Bulldogs. So all of a sudden Martinsburg has life again in its dugout.
Yeah, big 2-out hit by Oviedo. Martinsburg's been good this year at hitting with 2 outs, especially with base runners on here. See if Alter can keep it going. The first extra base hit of the night for either team. So Oviedo, after being, I think we're going to see maybe some speed on the bases, maybe try to pick up a little speed.
Yeah, it looks like Miller's going to come on and run for Oviedo. Possibly.
Not sure. That's something.
He's out of the dugout, but they haven't. Now they give him the go ahead. So,
like he's going to run for. So Miller's going to run for Oviedo. Try to get a little extra step out there in case there's a throw to the plate. Alter, who
and of course,
has a base hit tonight.
In high school, you can re-enter. So,
yeah, I think it's just he's going to run and then. I think, of course, he's not going to play shortstop or third base.
No, I don't believe so. Especially with how Oviedo's played the high corner here all season and tonight, of course.
Mm-hmm.
This one misses outside for ball one.
Girardin is fourth to hit. Martinsburg's head off of Girardin on his 80th pitch of the night here with the 5th inning with 2 outs.
1-0 count here on Christian Alter. The next one is high for ball two. Alter driving in the only run so far of the ball game, making it 1-0 Martinsburg, and now we have a mound visit and could be the night here for Peyton Girardin as he gets behind 2-0. See if they'll let him work through this batter at the very least, as it's kind of always tough to come in the middle of an at-bat if you are a relief pitcher, and it looks like they are going to leave him out there for now, but 1-0. And runner in scoring position, good guy to have at the plate here as well for Martinsburg.
Yeah, 2-0 count. You know, Martinsburg got the lead 1-0. I assume he'll have green light here as Girardin, I'm sure that he's not sure if it's possible that Coach Derek Snyder goes out and says, hey, first base is open, don't make him hit your pitch or put him on and we'll go after the next guy or want to force out, or if he's saying, hey, let's go after this guy and let our defense do the work. Either way, the play right now for Alter is to look for something that he can drive. His pitch, if he likes it, it's 2-0 swing.
2-0 count, 2 down. Runner takes his lead, and the pitch hit on the ground from Alter towards second base, flipped over to first in time for the final out of the inning. So Hedgesville gets out of it, and the score remains Martinsburg 1, Hedgesville nothing as we head to the 6th. It's West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
Principled, proven, local. Republican Wayne Clark has a record of supporting policies important to Jefferson County. Delegate Clark is endorsed by West Virginians for Life, West Virginia Citizens Defense League, West Virginia's oil and gas industry, West Virginia's coal industry, West Virginia Farm Bureau, and many more. Wayne Clark has consistently supported our state's fossil fuel industry and America's energy independence. Vote to re-elect Republican Wayne Clark for the House of Delegates.
Paid for by Clark for WV.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. 1-0 Bulldogs leading the Hedgesville Eagles. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin. John Allerton, our on-site producer. Dylan Bishop on camera. 1-0 Bulldogs here as we head to the sixth. Our top half of the sixth inning is brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first, Parsons. And Trip, another inning for Lane DeWalter out there on the mound. Both pitchers getting out of some jams.
Yeah, a little jam there for both pitchers there. The last bottom of the fourth, top of the fifth, both worked out of it. Do have a final at Jefferson 8-3, as Brady Roberts had 3 hits tonight for Jefferson, and Riley Morgan earned the win as he allowed 5 hits and 3 runs over 6 innings, struck out 8, walked 2. Connor Smith for Washington hit a home run, and then Cohen Rutherford came in on relief.
Check swing here from Noah Brown as it's the top of the order. Due up for Hedgesville. Brown, Pence, Quinn. And that, of course, sets up Washington, Hampshire in an elimination game next.
Musselman's
up Section 2.
Musselman's up 6-0. And at the moment, as they move to the middle of the fifth, the bottom of the fifth here, as Musselman's coming to bat, they're up 6-0 in the bottom of the fifth.
Here in the top of the sixth, it's an 0-2 count. And the pitch here, fouled away by Brown. So, Noah Brown so far has grounded out to 2 guys that you don't want to hit the ball to, Carson Buber and Braden Oviedo.
Jordan, after 5 completes, 84 pitches, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 4 strikeouts.
Brown calls time, steps out and readjusts. Lane DeWater steps off the mound. As DeWater looking to get out of it here with an 0-2 count. And the next pitch, breaking ball. Got a piece of it there.
Little check swing there at the end, caught the knob of the bat.
So count remain, no balls and 2 strikes.
Jefferson will get tomorrow off. They'll be able to reset, and the winner of the Hampshire-Washington game will have to beat them twice, or they'll be the section champion on that side.
This one's low for a ball. And Jefferson back in familiar territory.
Mm-hmm. 3 freshmen tonight contributed on that team as Sager DH, Dominguez led off, and Surf Guerra. Led off, played short, Surf Guerra played third, so not only are they finding a way to win young, it sounds like a rebuilding year, but it's just a typical year for Jefferson, it sounds like.
Yeah. This one's low for a ball, especially the way they ended the season. Over 20 wins again. Playing for the sectional championship again and in the driver's seat again. So things still looking good there for the Jefferson Cougars as here on 2-2. This one lifted out toward right field. It's going to stay just on the edge of the grass, actually, making the plays Ben Reisenweber for the first out. So long at bat there from Noah Brown, but he flies out to second.
Number 6,
and he's now hit it everywhere in the infield except for first. But now we'll bring Landon Pence to the plate, who's also 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts, one to right and one to first baseman Jameer Brown, which was more of a pop-up, as this one's fouled away by Pence. So holding both these guys in check so far from Lane to a combined 0 for 5 is pretty tough to do. And overall, just holding this Hedgesville lineup to 1 hit is pretty unheard of as well, but the water's been on his A game. This one's low for a ball, 1 strike.
Earlier in the game, DeLauder hit 88 on the gun, as I was told by some fans down there with the radar gun.
Just random fans?
Hmm?
Just random fans carrying
Random
around?
fan, Ethan Greenfield has my radar gun down there, so didn't want to give him a shout out. His head will get big.
That's true.
Assistant coach for the Hornets down there, Ethan Greenfield, had Lane at 88 on the gun early in the game.
3-1 count. I just didn't know if just like random people brought
Random people can
guns
bring
to the
them,
play, to the game, and
it's an open carry. Open carry radar gun area.
3-1 count with 1 out. That one misses low for ball 4, and then we're like letting you know how fast he's done. But Pence is on. It's the third base runner tonight for Hedgesville as Pence draws the second walk of the game. Cash Dunham had the single and a walk so far, and now Pence is on with a walk and sets up Connor Quinn. 1 out here in the inning. Runner takes his lead. Quinn will swing and miss there for strike 1. It'll be interesting to see how Lane develops at the college level, because if he's hitting 88 now and then he gets on those kind of programs that they'll have for him there, never know where he'll be thrown in a few years. But 0-1 count with 1 down as this one misses outside for ball 1.
Yeah, he projects, to throw, in the 90s with that body as he puts on weight and strength, and and finds himself there as he continues to grow. He's going to go JUCO for a year or so and see where it goes. Get out there and throw live and work.
1-1 count, misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike and 1 down.
Hedgesville, like we said last night, didn't hit most of the game, but then turned it on late in the game.
Runner takes off, and Pence. Quinn lifts it to right field. Going back is Alter. He makes the play on the track and will throw it back toward first. Brown can't double it up, but Alter makes the play on the run as Connor Quinn gave it an absolute ride to deep right field. Hedgesville had to hit and run on. Pence having to sprint back from second to first. A little bit of a short throw from Alter. It would have been a double play, but having to make that play all the way from the track is a tough one to do. And good job to track that ball as it was high in the air.
Yeah, if it gets away, it's a tie ball game because Pence had hit and run. He was around in second. He had to come back, touch second, and come back with full speed, or he's going to be doubled off there.
So a long out number 2, and Ian Wolf will come to the plate, and that will miss outside for ball 1. So Quinn with just a wild out. The 1-0 is hit hard into left center field. That is all over the head of Everhard out there in left, and we have a tied ball game as Ian Wolf drives in the run. Pence on his horse rounds third and comes across to score. Everhart charged in. It took a weird bounce out there in left field. Hit off the wall. And Coach Byler out there arguing something. I'm not sure exactly.
Let's see. I think he's thinking that maybe he missed third base.
Yeah, it seems to be what he is pointing at.
I think everyone is pointing there. You got to put the ball back in play if they're going to make an appeal that he missed third. We do have a 4-man crew, so if he did miss third, it's a possibility that he will get the call, but they seem adamant that he missed third.
Well, the throw over. Home plate umpire saying safe.
Okay, so home plate had third as the third base umpire had the catch in outfield, I assume.
And they will check with the mound here.
Yeah, I assume not.
Hedgesville's come back to tie it, though, at 1. So that's where we're at here. We'll have the mound visit with Lane DeLauder. We'll have a visit at the plate, and the Eagles have come back to tie it.
Like last night, they, with 2 outs, had no quit in them, so this team has 0 quit in them.
Wolf double RBI, and Pence comes across to score. Elliott at the plate. Yeah, we've seen Hedgesville battle back last year in games in these playoff games, and this year so far.
Cardiac kids.
And they typically get production from everybody in the lineup, and now they have a chance to take the lead here with 2 down. The 0-1 pitch misses low and outside for ball 1. So Mason Elliott at the plate. He has struck out and flown out so far. The Eagles have Ian Wolf standing there on second base. And the next pitch is a called strike 2. 0-2 count, 2 down. Or, I'm sorry, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, Elliott fouls it straight back.
They look alike.
They do.
They stand in the box very similar. They're tall, lanky right-handers, short to the baseball, similar helmets. So
similar jersey number, 6, 7. But it is Elliott here on 1-2, and he just gets a piece of that one. According to Colin McLaughlin back in the studio, couldn't tell on TV if the runner did hit third or not. So
doesn't matter what we think, right? At this point, yeah. But
well, with the power of replay, Trip, you can always tell. But
we could tell if the umpire messed up. Is that what we're saying?
1-2. Elliott hits it off the glove of Oviedo and into left field. Wolf is rounding third. He'll come across to score. Hedgesville has the lead at 2-1. An RBI single from Mason Elliott. Hard hit off the glove of Braden Oviedo down there at third, or could have been the final out as it just got out of his reach. And Hedgesville has come back from 1-0 through the majority of the game to take a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, the ball was hit hard. The second one on the road has been hit hard, and then the it was hit really hard. It looked like Oviedo was going to make the play. It just as he extended that arm out there, it hit his glove, and the problem with it hitting his glove is that it slows down, the ball for Everhart and gives Wolf the opportunity to score. We're going to get a runner here, number 4 for Elliott. Is going bench off.
So we have a runner on second, a little bit more speed, and Hedgesville going to add on to this lead.
Hedgesville with 2 outs have come up with a double and a single. Much like last night with 2 outs, they came back on Musselman and took the lead in the 6th inning. Doing the same thing here tonight in the 6th, as they were pretty well handled last night.
And sometimes it just takes getting that guy on, and it starts with a Pence walk. Even though Quinn was flying out to right, it still felt like, I mean, we were a few feet away on a throw from Alter to possibly having the double play there to end the inning. Mm-hmm. So, just little plays here and there in baseball can be the difference. Dunham at the plate. Dunham sends a blooper out towards second. Could be trouble. Reisenweber charges in. Dunham's safe at first. And it's runners on the corners.
Infield single by Dunham. It just hit in no man's land right over the pitcher's head. Blooped over. Reisenweber takes the hop. Dunham's too fast for that. And so they're down. They're first and third with 2 outs. So much like last night with 2 outs, Hedgesville's making noise in the 6th inning.
Pedersen at the plate. Well, last season they did it in the sectionals with a lot of dramatic wins. This season, possibly trying to repeat as sectional champions. The win last night over Musselman in comeback fashion. Here tonight, they have a lead in comeback fashion, and Pedersen sends this one on a rope towards right field, and making the play on the run is Christian Alter for the final out of the inning, but Hedgesville takes 2 across the plate as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Martinsburg down to their final 6 outs, down 2-1 now in this one. Great ball game between Hedgesville and Martinsburg as we expected. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Carter Myers Automotive is celebrating 100 years at CMA's Chevy of Martinsburg. Join our celebration by donating canned goods to help us feed 100 local families a day and get some of the best deals of the year. Right now during Chevy truck season, get a new 2024 Silverado 1500 with 2.9% financing, or get up to $11,000 off MSRP, or get up to $5,500 off MSRP on a new 2024 Equinox. Together, let's drive at CMA's ChevroletOfMartinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Hi, this is Roger Hanshaw, Speaker of the West Virginia House of Delegates, encouraging everyone in Berkeley County to vote for Pam Brush for House of Delegates. Pam is dedicated to improving Berkeley County and being a voice for West Virginia's Eastern Panhandle in our state legislature. In a time with tremendous opportunity like we have today, it's important that we send leaders like Pam Brush to the House of Delegates to be the right voice for Berkeley County. Remember to vote for Pam Brush to send a strong champion for Berkeley County on House District 97 to Charleston.
Paid for by Mountaineer Majority Fund, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. It is Martinsburg 2, Martinsburg 1, Hedgesville 2 as the Eagles come back to take the lead in the top of the 6th. We're ahead of the bottom of the 6th here, Trip. We got Reisenweber, Rupenthal, Edwards due up for the Bulldogs, and Peyton Girardin on the mound. And our bottom of the 6th is brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. So, good back and forth game as we would expect. Low scoring pitchers duel for the most part, but Hedgesville breaks through with some runs there with 2 outs, and they take the 2-1 lead. But Martinsburg's had a good place in the order with the way Reisenweber and Rupenthal have hit the ball, and Edwards as well. So,
yeah, Martinsburg, just like Hedgesville plays 7 straight innings. I mean, they'll play at 7. We've seen what they did at Washington. They got down there. They've been down a few times. Sometimes that's when they respond the most. So, they'll need to wake up here. Hedgesville has the momentum. They need to try to take it back at the moment. And Girardin starts him off with a strike. Girardin's, needs to continue doing what he's doing and give his team an opportunity to win here with no free bases.
Girardin will step off here, 0-1 count on Reisenweber. And Girardin seems to be getting better as the game goes on. He had 2 strikeouts last inning, overall 4, and all 4 of those have come in innings 3, 4, and 5. So starting to heat up a little bit as Peyton Girardin out there on the mound. And he's kind of slowed down the pace. This is another mound visit with him and the catcher, Canarium. He's really... never was pitching bad, but it seems like he's gotten a little bit more control recently.
Yeah, early in the game it looked like, Martinsburg, should have been up more, but he had gotten out of some jams. He allowed a few free bases, hit a batter, but settled in, has minimized the damage.
Here's a swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 count. And time called now, this time by the batter, Reisenweber. He'll go have a conversation with head coach Aaron Byler down there at third base.
I think Musselman looks like they're still up 6-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Musselman's batting, no one out, man on first. McClintock's 2 for 3. Lohr 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. McClintock 2 for 3, 1 RBI. Ryder Gans with the hit.
The 0-2 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, Girardin with another strikeout, his 5th on the evening. I'll bring Owen Rubenthal to the plate. 2 walks on the night for Rubenthal. So
Owen Rubenthal.
See if we can give the Bulldogs a spark here. Girardin, the right-hander, working quickly this time, delivers that first pitch just off the plate for ball 1. Peyton Girardin, the senior, delivers the 1-0. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 6-hole hitter. DH Owen Rubenthal at the plate. The next pitch from Girardin. A little bit low for ball 2.
Good miss there by Girardin. Great eye there by Owen Rubenthal. Martinsburg needs a base runner, anyway at all. And Rubenthal has a great eye at the plate. Has been one of Martinsburg's better hitters for average here.
The 2-1 misses high and inside for ball 3. The winner of this game will have the advantage in the sectional tournament of having 2 games to win 1 to win the section. Loser looks like they're going to play Musselman tomorrow as Rubenthal swings and misses there for strike 2. If Hedgesville were to lose, it would be back at Musselman. If Martinsburg were to lose, Musselman comes here. And the 3-2 with 1 out in the inning is low for ball 4. Either way, we'll be there as Rubenthal takes this one for a walk. His 3rd walk. With 1 down, the walk sparked the inning for Hedgesville in some ways. Last half inning, even though the 2 outs is when Hedgesville really started to hit the ball. Here with 1 out, a walk for Edwards, who singled the last time, or walk for Rubenthal, setting up Edwards.
Edwards, one of the guys who's seen the ball pretty well against Girardin. He's got some solid contact. Hit the ball out in the parking lot there and got the ball deep into the right field corner, then had a single. So one of the guys that has had success here tonight so far against Girardin.
Yeah, swinging a good bat here in the 7-hole. Rubenthal takes his lead again. It's the same hit that he had last time, right through first and second, and a single from Edwards, his 2nd of the night. And that'll bring Jameer Brown to the plate, who's 0 for 2.
Looks like, I assume Wilt will come in.
Yep. So good speed on the base pass with Wilt running on.
The ground ball is holds up. Second time that I think Rubenthal had to let that ball get through so he didn't run into it, as they're going to give way here and find a different pitcher. As it looks like Stefanko is going to come in as Girardin's night is over. He's responsible for the 2 runners on base at the moment.
Yeah, let's take a 30-second break for the pitching change. 1 out here in the inning. 2-1 Hedgesville on top. Here in the bottom of 6th, this is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Pitching changes brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361. New pitcher out there for Hedgesville after Peyton Girardin's day is done, who leaves with the lead but is responsible for the runners on the base pass.
Yeah, he threw a whale of a ball game. This is a very good hitting Martinsburg team. He threw 5 1/3, gave up only 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, struck out 5 while walking forward and hit a batter, but he minimized the damage every inning, kept Martinsburg from finding the barrel for the most part. The double by Oviedo was pretty solidly hit. Other than that, we've seen a couple line outs, but he was able to minimize the damage. You'll see that Colton Stefanko is going to come in, much like mimicking what Hedgesville did last night against Musselman. Right now you got Jameer Brown coming to the plate with 1 out, and you have Mason Elliott, who's probably 45 feet from him, maybe closer. He's going to take a step back now. But they are going to guard for that bunt there with 1 out. And Martinsburg has the tying run. And we have R.J. Brown, who came in to run as well for Owen Rubenthal.
Yeah, so getting a little bit more speed out there on the base pass with R.J. Brown running on second, Logan Wilt on first. And a 2-1 Hedgesville advantage here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Jameer Brown at the plate. Hedgesville expecting bunt. We'll see if he lays one down. The pitch hits off the glove of the catcher, Canerium, and now they won't have to bunt. Both runners move into scoring position for the Bulldogs with just one out. Canerium, it looked like he just took his eye off of that ball as they came in. And
yeah, not sure what happened there. As he crossed up Canerium maybe, but it hit off of Canerium's glove. Then it hit Jeff King in the face mask solidly. So as it just kind of, I'm not sure again if Canerium was crossed up. I don't know if this is a mound visit by the catcher to make sure that they're on the same page, or if we're just letting umpire Jeff King gather his thoughts there after he got hit. As he got hit in the other end tonight. I think it doesn't hurt him up there. He's got a hard head.
1-0 count. 1 down, 2 on.
So Martinsburg in a great position here to retake the lead as all the infield is drawn up now trying to cut off this run. Canerium I think he's giving an apology there to Jeff King. They asked him if he was all right. He got crossed up on that pitch, hit off his glove, and caught Jeff King square in the face mask. Got away. Runners move up.
Spock hit his pitch, misses a little bit low that time, and even though he's caught him before, obviously, when you have Girardin out there and you're getting used to one pitcher and how he delivers the pitch, and then you get a new guy in there, sometimes that could probably throw you off as a catcher. Here's a 2-0, called strike one.
Jameer Brown flew out to right field. First at bat, struck out looking. One pitcher on the outer half. Anything in the air to the outfield here is going to score R.J. Brown. If it's deep enough, of course.
The 2-1 nearly got away from Canerium again, but great job by the catcher to keep that one in front, as that would have scored Brown most likely.
Yeah, extremely great job there, because that ball he reached back and got a little bit, and it got into the left-hander's batter's box quick.
3-1 count. Runners on second and third for Martinsburg. The pitch to Brown, he fouls it away.
Big spot here for the sophomore, Jameer Brown.
Just missed the hole in the fence.
Had Dylan jumping over there, didn't it? He finally woke up after 6 2/3 or a third. 5 1/3. Sorry about that.
Go below you.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Big spot here for Stefanko. I'm not sure what grade he's in. I'm not. So we're not sure if he's an upperclassman, underclassman. I don't have that on the sheet. I'm going to guess he's sophomore, junior. I'm not thinking. Hadn't seen him being part of any of that senior class and senior day or anything.
3-2 hit blooped over towards short, as it looked like for a second there off the bat that it was going to get over the head of Noah Brown, but it ends up being right to him. Good job by the base runners to retreat, but for Jameer Brown, a little bit frustrated with that one, I'm sure, with the line out there. And Keegan Everhart will come to the plate, and now 2 down. Keegan Everhart need a hit most likely to score this run.
Yeah, I mean, now you can move the defense back. The fly out doesn't sacrifice; it ends the inning. So now you need to get something clean here.
Unless, of course, the ball gets by a catcher, which is always a possibility. 1-0 count here, but 2 on, 2 down.
Haven't seen a lot of that tonight. Both catchers have been really solid. Both pitchers have been around the plate, and when they were in the dirt, both catchers were able to wrangle it.
1-0. Called strike. But we did just see it to put us in a 2-runner in scoring position situation.
That was a pass ball. It wasn't a wild pitch, and we haven't seen that much at all.
I don't think we've seen any wild pitches, but
Keegan Everhart did have a solid single early.
Yeah.
First at bat. He flew out in the shortstop, but young man who can make things happen.
1-1 count. Everhart sends it. Tough play here for Noah Brown. Brown charges in. Everhart is safe, and the Bulldogs have tied it at 2.
Well, he's safe there as he hard 90 that out of there. And just a great job by Noah Brown, who came in hard, made a heck of a play. A good stretch by Mason Elliott, but a hard 90 there by Keegan Everhart. Now you have runners on first and third on a bang-bang play, but this unbelievable turn of events there as that ball just kind of, if it would have been to the pitcher or to the third baseman, but it just found almost no man's land there. And
number 25.
every pitch, every step, in sectional baseball is just really, really big.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have to hit it the hardest or the farthest, but with your speed, you can get on, and Everhart does that there and comes through with a big hit to tie it at 2. An infield single scores the run, and we're tied once again, and there's 2 on and 2 down. Everhart nearly picked off over there at first. Good move from Stefanko.
Everybody's hanging on every pitch now as Martinsburg. I mean, not that they haven't. The whole game has been a 1-0 game since the first inning. Now we're back to a tie ball game, and everybody is just hanging on every pitch, every play, and things are tightening up as Everhart goes.
Everhart does take off. You can hear him fakes the throw down and holds on to it. So 2 in scoring position again for the Bulldogs, for Grove this time, who gets ahead in the count. 1 ball and no strikes. Runners take their leads. Stefanko kind of trying to get him out of this inning. He delivers this pitch and it runs in and hits Grove. Bases loaded for Carson Buber.
There's that ball magnet, as it always tends to hit him there on the backside or the 2-5 or on the Forrest Gump area.
Yeah, finds a way.
Jumps up and hits him in the buttocks. Now Hedgesville has a force at any base. Not a terrible thing to happen. Of course, you don't want to, have to face Carson Buber.
Yeah.
But it does, it does give you an opportunity now at any base, as we're going to see a pitching mound visit by Coach Derek Snyder. As we have the bases loaded, 2 outs.
And nowhere to put Buber as well, so not that you would with Oviedo right behind him, but Buber is 0 for 3 tonight. He did strike out his last time, line out in a fly out, but big situations, it always seems like Carson Buber's hitting in them, and usually feels like he comes through. It's even like here, like Coach Byler calls his entire base running over, but Buber's just by himself. So it's like he knows what to do in this situation. No reason to say anything to him. So, 3 on, 2 outs. A 2-2 game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Martinsburg trying to take the lead back between the 2 teams in what's been what we expected here tonight between Hedgesville and Martinsburg. A close, hard-fought game. And the Bulldogs have a chance to maybe bust it open here, but at least take the lead. This one misses low for ball 1.
Ball started with a 1-out walk to Owen Rubenthal, single by Braden Edwards through the hole, a fly out to the shortstop, and then a hard 90 infield single by Keegan Everhart.
Pitch to Buber, hit hard on the ground, but foul down the third base line.
Everhart steals second. At that point, Grove is hit by a pitch, which loads the bases up, which brings us here with 2 outs. Martinsburg's done a great job this year hitting and scoring runs with 2 outs. See if they can keep that up here. Hedgesville looking to have a little deja vu from last night.
The 1-1 with 2 outs is low for ball 2, so it's a hitter's count for Carson Buber. 2 balls and a strike with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the 6th. Stefanko checks the runners, delivers the next pitch. It's a breaking ball that hits the zone. Can't really do much with that pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stefanko shakes off and now confirms with Canarium. The 2-2 just outside for ball 3.
Runners are going to be moving. Anything in the gap's going to score multiple runs, if maybe 3. Buber's got to protect the plate here, not let the umpire decide anything close. Anything on the outer half's got to go with it. Runners are going to be moving up on this play. They're going to wait till Stefanko comes to the plate. 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded.
The 3-2 to Buber is fouled straight back.
And we get to do it all over again. Dylan's a little gun shy over there.
I feel like Dylan could have made that play over there. This one was a little bit high, though, so none have made it through the hole yet. 3-2, 2 down. And Stefanko steps off the rubber and checks the runners back. So the intensity here of the baseball sectionals as the next pitch to Carson Buber got under it, popped up in foul territory, and Mason Elliott makes the play for the final out. And we will head to the 7th, tied at 2 between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. The Bulldogs, though, do come back to tie it at 2. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. We have the 7th. When we come back, Lane DeLauder staying on the mound for Martinsburg.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Trip Tobin, John Allerton, our on-site producer. As we head to the 7th inning, Dylan Bishop, our cameraman, back in the studio. Kyle McLaughlin, our top of the 7th, is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to FordofHagerstown.com. I have Martinsburg leaving 9 runners on base here tonight.
Yeah, not typical of anything they do, but tip your cap to the defense and the pitching staff of Hedgesville for that.
As Canarium will lead it off and popping up towards second, and Reisenweber makes the play for the out.
So DeLauder started the inning with 98 pitches. The number 8 batter swings at the very first pitch. So, instead of maybe trying to get rid of him or maybe get into Martinsburg's bullpen, Hedgesville's opting to stay aggressive, as they have been this game, and so they've one pitch, 1 out.
DeLauder misses there to the number 9 hitter, Maynor. 1-0 count, as it was Canarium with the fly out there or the pop out to second. And now Maynor gets ahead 2-0 with 1 down in the inning. And the next pitch fouled back into the net.
Maynor struck out his first at bat, grounded out to third. His next at bat.
2-1 pitch from Lane DeLauder. Hit hard down the left field line, but foul.
That had double written all over when it left the bat. Just curled foul down there at the left field line.
So 2 strikes here on Maynor with 1 down in the inning. Count even at 2-2. And the next pitch from Lane DeLauder on 2-2 is popped up. Brown trying to find some room for it. Reaches over and can't make the play.
Looks like he just reached into the crowd there. Just ran out of room. He needed the 3 inches on that first baseman's glove to make that play, as he went to the fence and give it all he had over there as the crowd give way. And it just bounced foul.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The next pitch from Lane again here. This one popped up. See if Martinsburg will have a play at it. Edwards trying to track it. And it falls.
Edwards had an opportunity at it, got to the fence, come back.
Yeah, it's a tough one to make.
And, straight over his head. It was playable, but it blew back in, and he reached back over he got down, so Maynard continues the at-bat.
Yeah, just barely staying alive here. The next pitch to Maynard, low for ball 3.
Good at bat for Maynard.
Especially with the water coming up on that 110 pitch count.
I think that was 106, I believe, possibly.
The 3-2 outside, ball 4. That might be the final batter. We'll see. As Maynard draws the walk. And back to the top of the order now with Noah Brown.
Looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. Looks like Lane is at 107, so he only has 3 pitches left anyway. So probably going to be a pitching change.
I wonder where they go. Rubenthal, Oviedo's an option. He only
Here
threw
comes
one pitch
Rubenthal.
last night. That is going to be Owen Rubenthal, the lefty. DeLauder gives him a good start. And we'll take a 30-second break to give Rubenthal some time to warm up. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 30.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Yeah, he started off the 31 pitches in the third.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. 2-2 our score between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. Lane DeLauder's day is done. He is responsible for the runner out there on first base after DeLauder threw his 4th walk of the game so far, or for Lane on the night. 6 1/3 innings of work, 107 pitches, 4 hits, 2 earned, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. It's going to be Owen Rubenthal to pitch. Our pitching changes are brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361. Rubenthal, the lefty, coming on here. Tripp giving Hedgesville a little bit of a different look.
Yeah, he's coming from the left side, completely different pitcher. You know, DeVilo not quite what Lane's is, but that's doesn't matter because he has 3 different pitches he throws there: curveball, changeup, fastball, and he throws a 2-seam, 4-seam fastball as well. But what he does is, as a left-hander, he's going to probably keep Hedgesville from running much there, as he'll be able to hold the runner on a bit. And like Maynard, I believe it's still Maynard. Did they get a runner in?
I can't quite tell. But it pitch misses outside. A balk call?
Called a balk?
Yeah.
I think he didn't come set.
So that allows the runner to take second. And a runner in scoring position here for Noah Brown and the Hedgesville Eagles. For Rubenthal, so far this year, he has not started a game. He's gone 26 2/3 in his 10 appearances.
That's what they call.
He's 1-0 with 18 hits and 2 earned runs on the season, which gives him a .525 ERA for the left-hander, but a runner in scoring position here for Hedgesville.
Top of the order up, runner in scoring position. The balk moves Maynard up.
And the pitch from Rubenthal is high for a ball.
It was a big at bat by Maynard to stay alive there and work the pitch count.
The 1-0. Fouled straight back, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, it was great at bat. Had a few that Martinsburg had an opportunity to possibly make some catches on some tough foul balls to field of Brown into the crowd, and then the one hit behind the plate that Edwards couldn't quite bring in, which is obviously 2 tough plays to make. But again, Martinsburg just a few inches away from possibly making some outs here that could have completely changed the game with the throw from Alter on a double play attempt as they're just checking in on that Hedgesville bullpen to kind of keep things tight down there.
Looks like they had 2, 4, maybe 5, 6 guys down there all setting, so the umpire said either warm up or go back to the dugout, as they were all just sitting down there watching the game with a great view. Probably just moving them out in case there's a ball that gets down that line or something, and could be some obstruction just to make sure they're up so they can get out of the way. But Got Ian Wolf down there throwing a little bit. Got a coach with him and a protector.
1-1 pitch. Misses for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike here on Noah Brown with a runner in scoring position and just one down. Owen Rubenthal, the lefty, looks into his catcher, Braden Edwards, and delivers the next pitch, and that one's fouled away. Noah Brown had some big hits in last year's sectional tournament.
Yeah, he was the hero last night as he cleared the bases last night. With bases loaded there late in the game and give Hedgesville the lead that they never give up, and so he ended up being the game-winning hit.
And I want to say he scored the game-winning run when Lane had the walk-off to beat Musselman last year in the sectional. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Noah Brown is half-hearted swing that goes foul.
Ball run up in on him, and he checked his swing. It almost worked out for him as it ran up the first baseline. There's a little bit of incline there, so the ball could have run back down, but Braylon Edwards chased it down and kept it foul. And
so 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on second base. And the pitch from Rubenthal. Again, chopped. Going to be a tough play. Oviedo charges in, throws the first. Wow! Gets the out. With having to avoid his pitcher, Owen Rubenthal, who came off the mound, Oviedo made a heck of a play from third to get the sprint Brown down that first base line for the second out of the inning, and a huge second out as well.
Huge play out there by Oviedo. Bang, bang plays here. Brown speedy, going at all he could go. Once again, a really tough play out there, but Oviedo picked it up, through a dart across the diamond. Does allow the runner to move up. So Hedgesville has the go-ahead run 90 feet away with one of their better hitters at the plate, who's batting 2 and has batted in this 2-hole all year long, has been a pretty good hitter for them.
And Lynn Pence here at the plate takes this one outside for ball 1. Runner does move up to third, but if Rubenthal plays that one, it's almost going to be impossible for him to get Brown with him being a lefty. So, good idea to lay off and let an incredible play be made by Oviedo there. 1 ball, 1 strike. With 2 down, and Pence at the plate.
Everybody hanging on every pitch here.
Next pitch on 1-1. Pence pops it up down the right field line. Alter chasing and won't be able to get there over in that bullpen.
Got after it, and I guess that's the reason why the umpires moved those guys down there who were taking a little break there, watching the game, sitting down and enjoying a great game as everyone is. And umpire said, you got to get up. And so now we see why, as that ball lands directly into where they were all kind of sitting, as Ian Wolf may come in the 7th inning. He's warming up, especially, not sure if they get the lead, if he comes in to try to close, or if he just comes in to try to keep Martinsburg from scoring in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, should be interesting to see. But 1-2 count, 2 down. Pence still at the plate, and that one runs in from Rubenthal. Pretty good pitch as it broke almost across the plate, but it's ruled a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, just missed. I mean, it had Pence running, but it just ran back across and just missed for the out there, and keeps his bat alive here.
The 2-2 to Pence. On the ground, Oviedo trying to do it again. He throws the first in time for the out. So we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Tied at 2 between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. Can the Bulldogs walk it off, or does Hedgesville force extra? Stay tuned and find out. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin, John Allerton, our on-site producer, Dylan Bishop, our cameraman, Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. 2-2 our score here as we head to the bottom of the seventh. Trip brought to you by Trip Flooring.
Yeah. 6-0 win for Musselman over there. Spring Mills has been eliminated, so Musselman will get the loser of this game in an elimination game. They'll either host Hedgesville, or if Martinsburg walks it off, or if Hedgesville can hold on and score a run in extras and hold on, then they will have to come here to Martinsburg. So,
Again, bottom of the seventh brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust for your flooring needs. Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009. We're online at tripsfloorsanding.com, and Colin hasn't got any phone calls, Trip, so I guess the business has been doing its job.
Yeah.
No complaints.
Yeah, if there's any complaints, call Colin. He'll get to me. He'll get it to me.
1-0 count here on Oviedo, and it misses outside here for ball two. It's a good spot in the lineup if you're the Bulldogs. 3-4-5 due up. Not that they necessarily have a bad spot to be, but Oviedo takes this one outside for ball three. The way this team has played, 28-2 season so far.
3-0 pitch here. Obi's taking all the way. Going to see Cash Dunham
come in and speak to his pitcher.
Dunham, I believe, a sophomore. Maybe talking to his underclassmen. He gets him to smile a little bit, so good job by Dunham. Going to settle back in here, and Oviedo, Oviedo and Wolf are the only two players in this game to have extra base hits.
The 3-0 is a call on strike one. So we did see Ian Wolf warming, but don't call to him yet. We'll let Stefanko pitch so far. Oviedo's going to pop this one up toward Ian Wolf out there in right field. It's still going back, and making the play at the wall was Wolf, but that ball just kept carrying as it looked like initially like it was going to clearly be an easy fly ball, but then
got excited, didn't you, there as he started to get near that fence? And I'm with you. I didn't think it had that kind of power on it, but he got a good bit of it and drove it there and that directly over Wolf's head and to the fence.
So it stays in, and that will bring Alter to the plate, who slaps it foul and out of play. It can be kind of hard to tell necessarily if the ball does leave the park from here, so I'm just going off of reaction sometimes, and wasn't exactly sure for a second there if it maybe got over that fence. But 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And that one misses inside for ball 2.
See Coach Ballard kind of walking as he was. He would rather hope that Alter just would have wore that one as he jumped out of the way as he kind of turned his back a little bit walking down, thinking what could have been on that pitch.
2-0 or 2-1 misses outside for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, Martinsburg can get a guy on. We know if their speed, especially at this point in the lineup with Alter being one of those types of guys, they can manufacture a run and win it possibly. So put the pressure on as Martinsburg has done all season. The 3-2 count for the Bulldogs. Alter 1 out here in the inning, and a 2-2 tie in the bottom of the 7th between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. The next pitch here, Reisenweber on deck, and the pitch to Alter is hit into center field for the second out.
He hit that ball well, and it was a right at pinch. You know, it was a line drive. It wasn't really a fly ball, and got after it there. So good job to Stefanko to not allow any free bases as 2 outs. Ben Reisenweber coming to the plate. Behind him, Owen Rubenthal. Reisenweber also with home run power. I think he has 2 on the year. Got to be careful here not to try to do too much. Just trying to get on base, get pressure on, Hedgesville with 2 outs. Stefanko, he's just pound the zone.
1-0 pitch. Breaking ball. Hits the zone for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs to Ben Reisenweber, who has flown out twice and struck out. And the next pitch to Reisenweber is low for a ball. 2 balls and a strike.
21, hitters count. Stefanko not wanting to get to 3-1.
The 2-1 pitch. Reisenweber fouls it straight back.
Yeah, he was definitely setting on a fastball there in that 2-1 pitch, knowing that Stefanko probably didn't want to get to the 3-1 count.
So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now with 2 outs on Ben Reisenweber. And the 2-2. Misses outside for ball 3. It's a 3-2 count with 2 down. Ben Reisenweber has been held hitless. Martinsburg has had a tough night offensively. The 3-2 popped high into the sky. Brown, the shortstop, calls off everybody and makes the play for the final out of the inning. So we're headed to extras here in the sectional tournament between Martinsburg and Hedgesville. We'll be back with the 8th. After this is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV2.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit SkinnerWins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Republican Wayne Clark, your delegate for West Virginia's 99th District. Income tax cuts for all West Virginians? Wayne delivered. School choice for kids and families? Wayne delivered. Protecting our kids from online predators? Wayne delivered. Republican Wayne Clark has worked to pass some of the most conservative policies in our state, protecting the rights of the unborn and our Second Amendment rights, bringing good-paying jobs for West Virginians. Vote to re-elect Wayne Clark in the Republican primary on May 14th. Paid for by Wayne Clark for West Virginia.
We welcome you here to the 8th inning between Martinsburg and Hedgesville, tied at 2 as we got extras.
Free baseball out there for this big crowd. It's been a whale of a ball game. Like you said, it's been, everybody's been hanging on every pitch since pitch 1. Both these teams not wanting to go away, neither one wanting to take a loss, both wanting that advantage of getting the day off and being able to have to win one of the next 2 to be the sectional champ. Both these teams have shown all year long that they're going to play 7 innings and on. So, right now Hedgesville has Connor Quinn come to the plate, their number 3 batter. And Owen Rubenthal came in last inning, did his job. He did balk to move the runner up, but after that got the next 2 guys out. One great plays by Oviedo and was able to relieve the runner there in scoring position. Lane DeLauder's night ended with 6 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 6 strikeouts, and 4 walks, as he certainly threw a whale of a ball game, as did Peyton Girardin on his side. And both the starting pitchers give both their teams an opportunity to win here in the extras, as Girardin went 5 1/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 5 strikeouts, and he walked 4. So Great pitching performances by two seniors who don't want their seasons to end. And see what happens here next year as we get into the bullpens.
1-0 is a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Connor Quinn, who will lead things off. 3, 4, 5 guys due up. Quinn has struck out and flown out twice so far. And the next pitch from Owen Rubenthal seems like it almost slipped out of his hand as it missed outside for ball 2.
Quinn hit that big hard shot out in the right field that sent Alter to the wall, and then Alter had Pence running on that and almost pulled off a double play there, but was just a few feet away from being a 2-run home run.
Yeah. I mean, could have possibly, prevented that big inning if possibly, you get the double play on Pence, but then it didn't happen, so Hedgesville continued to hit, continued to do some things, and ended up taking the lead at that point. Martinsburg, though, would battle back, tie it at 2, and things have just been back and forth ever since really that play. That was a big play in this game. Here's a swing and a miss, though, for strike 3. So Rubenthal gets a strikeout to begin the 8th on Connor Quinn.
Comes Ian Wolf. Ian Wolf coming to the plate as Connor Quinn has struggled a little bit tonight on that outside curveball. Shows his frustrations as he would love to have gotten on there, but Ian Wolf coming up. Ian Wolf's the only other ball player here tonight other than Oviedo who's found the wall out there. If it got something to drop for a double.
Yeah, Wolf with a big hit. He seems to, again, come through when his team needs him. And every time we've been here, it seems like Ian Wolf is part of some of the bigger plays of the game. He had that RBI double, like you mentioned. A 1 count here with 1 down. In the top half of the 8th inning, extra innings in high school baseball. Between Martinsburg and Hedgesville here in the sectional playoffs. The next pitch from Rubenthal. Misses for ball 1.
That was a 50-50 pitch there that could have went either way.
Yeah, even though I knew he didn't call it a strike, I wanted to say call it strike 2. But here's the 1-1, and that one hit foul. So now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And 1 out. Off at the plate, Elliott on deck. Rubenthal confirms with his catcher Edwards and delivers the next pitch. That one's popped up right field. Alter chasing after it and makes the play. Again, giving a solid ride out there toward right, but Alter makes the play.
The right fielders have been very busy tonight, especially on balls that are warning track power balls. It seems like seen a lot of balls that get out there, and Oviedo's gotten there multiple times. Has Wolf sent back there from Martinsburg players. Alter's been busy out there tonight.
Here's a breaking ball that misses high for ball 1. Feels like left and center really haven't had too much action. So
everyone's really looking to pull the ball here tonight, trying to stay back through the box on these pitchers. Good approaches.
The 1-0 from Rubenthal misses outside for ball 2. Again, Rubenthal with a .525 ERA on the year.
0.5?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I take it, yeah. 2-1 count here with the swing and miss.
He's just silently been a leader here this year. He's not a big hurrah guy. You don't see him do, a lot of things. He'll give you the gator every now and then. Clap when he gets an extra base hit. He's got home runs, got a grand slam here a week and a half ago. So just does a great job of doing his part here and contributing. And we talk. You hear a lot of names. You hear Bobers and you hear DeLauters and you hear Oviedos and Jameer Browns, and we don't talk enough about this guy who's a sub 1 ERA.
And this one misses outside for ball 3. I think maybe it's because a lot of his appearances have came in relief, or all of his appearances have came in relief this season. But Rubenthal has pitched really well. 5 runs scored, but only 2 of them earned on the year. And the 3-2 misses low for ball 4. Only his 5th walk given up on the season compared to 30 strikeouts, or now 31 on the year.
Cash Dunham, one of the guys who had to hit their a bunt single, and then he had an infield single, and he walked. So been a tough out tonight, and he hasn't really struck the ball well, but he has done a great job of being on base 3 out of 3 times here.
Dunham will take this one outside for ball 1. 2 down here in the inning. Owen Rubenthal now will have a mound visit as he seems to have lost a little bit of his control.
Cash Dunham, who's batting 6th tonight, had been the leadoff for the majority of the year. Or excuse me, been the 2-batter, I believe, for the majority of the year, I believe. I go back and check some of their stats, but batted way up here in the lineup for a while. I think he led off for a while. If you look back on some of their games, so he has the ability to, find his way on base as a leadoff guy, and that's what Musselman needs right now. Just someone just to, move pass the baton, and he's been on base 3 times tonight and pass it to Pedersen, who's been pretty hot at the plate here tonight with not a lot to show for, but has struck the ball really well.
Yeah, Dunham
swings through that one after the mound visit for a 1-1 count.
Dunham has just found ways to get on here tonight and provide a spark for this offense. Here he swings and misses, though, for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first base for the Eagles. Rubenthal looks into his catcher. Edwards checks the runner on first, and the lefty kicks and deals. And it's popped up toward first. Jameer Brown makes the play for the final out of the inning in foul territory. So we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Again, Martinsburg trying to walk it off. Hedgesville trying to play more. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60.
The WVU Heart and Vascular Institute is pleased to announce that thoracic surgery with Dr. Shalini Reddy is now available in Martinsburg at WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center. Dr. Reddy has practiced thoracic surgery in the region for over 8 years and offers robotic laparoscopic surgeries for the lungs, esophagus, and more. For more information about thoracic surgery in Martinsburg, check us out online at mywvuheart.com.
Is your skin dry or breaking out? Are your muscles sore and tight? Then take a few hours or even a whole day to refresh yourself, recover, and rejuvenate at Personal Reflection Day Spa, located at 102 Hovatter Drive in Inwood. Personal Reflection Day Spa is an award-winning spa for 15 consecutive years. The friendly, experienced staff will give you the treatment you deserve from the minute you walk in the door. Book your appointment by calling 304-821-1333 or online at personalreflectiondayspa.com.
Welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Trip Tobin. John Larton, our on-site producer. Dylan Bishop on camera. Back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin. Trip has informed me that all extra inning games are sponsored by Trip's Flooring. So,
all half innings.
Oh, okay.
Top of the 8th, bottom of the 8th. Anything after the 7th. Yep.
So, Colin, make sure you keep that logo up there. And handle any calls that you get. But you won't get any because Trip's Flooring is a reliable.
And in extra innings, I sponsor all pitching changes.
Oh, wow.
All mound visits. Anything.
Sounds like a monopoly. This is low for a ball.
Strike 1.
I'm sorry.
He caught it a strike.
Looked a little bit outside, but he's got a better view than me. As Rubenthal hits it hard, but not very far out toward left center, and it is caught on the run by the center fielder, Landon Pence. So if he pitches in, then we have an out for Owen Rubenthal for the first time tonight. He had walked in every other at-bat.
Yeah, he'd been walking the first time I believe they threw a first pitch strike to him, so he had to get that back moving. Same way with Cash Dunham there in that last at-bat. He had been on base all 3 times, and they had finally figured him out in the 8th, so Rubenthal.
So Stefanko's done a nice job. Edwards trying to hit it again by first base, and Edwards slides in. Weird play there as ball gets away. Edwards will head back toward first.
Edwards was getting down that line. Pete rose into first base. The ball hit off the first baseman, Elliott, ricocheted to the second baseman. Great job by Stefanko trying to get over to cover, but Elliott gave way and got back, and then the throw spiked as Edwards went in. He would have been out on a good throw, but he slid in, and the ball must have hit the corner of the bag because it hit something that was a little spongy that bounced back. Well, then everyone took off with the ball. Edwards started to dart for a second because there was no one covering. So, but he retreated back. So with one out, man on first on the, you could call it a hard hit base hit there by.
They're going to give it to him on Game Changers. So.
Give him the hit. He hit it hard, and it was a great effort there by Elliott to try to knock it down.
Which is his third hit down that first base line. That kind of ends up in the same spot there between the first baseman and the second baseman. That time, Hedgesville kept it, though, in the infield, and Jameer Brown has an at-bat. So we'll see if Martinsburg can take advantage here with one down in the inning.
Martinsburg, see if they'll decide to run or not.
Well, it's an 0-2 count here on Brown quickly. Keegan Everhart on deck.
Both kind of 50-50 pitches there. Both were Stefanko got the call there, but
throw over, not in time. So 0-2 count. Stefanko's done a nice job in relief of Hayden Girardin. And giving Hedgesville a long relief appearance now.
I hope we are pronouncing it totally correctly. Stefanko is it's like an E here in the lineup card, and certainly want to give him his due. And if anyone knows, they can come up and tell us. But at this point, he's been Stefanko tonight. He's done a great job coming in. I mean, he's certainly come in as Owen Rupenthal, and as Peyton Girardin matched Lane DeLauder, he's matching Owen Rupenthal, and that's why we're here with all these zeros on the board here in the 6th and 7th and 8th inning, or 7th and 8th inning.
The 0-2 misses outside for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2-2 score. Runner on first here in extra innings. Jameer Brown at the plate after Edwards singled. Courtesy runner running for him. And the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Brown goes down swinging. That'll bring Keegan Everhart to the plate. Everhart does have a pair of singles here tonight. Now this 9 spot.
Everhart in the 9 hole.
Keegan Everhart
has had a good night tonight here at the plate. His couple singles.
This one nearly runs in and hits him.
Again, Martinsburg opting to get out of the way when they probably should have wore it. But that's a hard thing to do. I mean, the ball coming at you, but you teach it and you try, but sometimes just as you're getting out of the way, you should be. As he gets a strike there first. But just as you're trying to get out of the way, you should have probably wore it, but there's just no turning back once you bail, and it's just a tough thing to do. But 1-1 count here, man on first.
1-1 with 2 down. Runner takes off. Throw down to second. Heads into center field. Good job by Hedgesville to back it up there with Pence. Not allowing Wilt to go any further. But he slides in safely. So runner in scoring position now for the Bulldogs on a 1-2 count with 2 down. Can Keegan Everhart come through with another big hit?
2 strikes, 2 outs. Winning run on second base as Stefanko's a strike away from getting out of it. Martinsburg's a base hit away from winning this thing possibly, as the outfield does move up a bit to take away the base hit, take away possibly the single and the score from second.
The 1-2. Everhart tries to bloop it out there, but just stays alive. And count remain 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 down, and Logan Wilt standing on second base. Stefanko looks in the catcher, Canerium. Runner takes his lead and Wild off second, and again we have time. You felt it since early on. A lot of times.
Stefanko's poised out there on the mound. He's want the pitch that he wants. He's shaking. He's calling this game.
The 1-2 popped up but fouled away.
So it looks like the coaching staff has given Stefanko the ability to shake. He's calling the game here. He's done a great job. He knows what he's comfortable with, and he's done a great job up to this point.
Checks the runner here again on 1-2 and swing and a foul tip into the glove or a drop third for the final strike. And Martinsburg will head to the ninth. We're still tied at 2 between the Bulldogs and the Eagles. And, I thought maybe that was
calling a foul tip that hit the ground.
A foul tip that, possibly made contact. And then I wasn't sure if it was into the glove, and that's why they were calling the out. But they were saying a drop third. Coach Byler is arguing it. I thought he got a piece.
Yeah, the catcher tugged him, so he did hit the ground. So we get a foul ball.
Coach Grove can't believe it as Hedgesville now will head back out onto the field. And the importance here now, Tripp, is for the Eagles to maintain the composure here for 1-2 and 2-out count. But Coach Grove obviously arguing against this call. And
I think what Coach Grove is saying is that if he fouled it off, then you didn't, you couldn't have I don't know. I mean, if he fouls it off, then umpire Jeff King has to say that it was caught, caught cleanly by Canerium. Canerium clearly tugged the runner, so not thinking that he didn't catch it. But, Coach, as they ran off the field, Coach Aaron Bauer went out to say, hey, I believe my batter fouled that off and wasn't caught cleanly. They got together, and to the dismay of the Hedgesville coaching staff,
may not matter as this one's popped up toward second and caught by Cash Dunham. And now we'll head to the ninth inning. So all that for essentially nothing, but you got to argue it if you're Coach Byler, and if you're Coach Grove, you got to argue against it. Obviously.
Yeah, you certainly got to protect your team. Got to make sure the right calls are made, and umpires got together, 4-man crew. Yes, Jeff King had it as a foul ball, and the umpires in the field had it as a drop, as it was dropped. So
we'll head to the ninth.
It ends up meaning nothing. Because he pops out.
One more pitch on Stefanko's pitch count, I guess. But that's about it. 2-2 game. And we'll see Owen Rubenthal for the ninth as we'll take a 60-second break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and 210.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dungeness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over.
The Roundhouse Authority invites you to the Founders Day Martinsburg Heritage Fair and Festival, May 17th through May 19th, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Roundhouse in downtown Martinsburg. With the farmers market and more than 60 vendors, live music, food trucks, arts and crafts, and historical displays, including Civil War medicine and militaria, and tours of the Baltimore, Ohio Roundhouse and shops. There are more special events, including a tribute to Patsy Cline at the Apollo. Go to heritagefestwv.com for a full schedule of events.
Faulkner Park, first pitch from Rubenthal to Pedersen is a ball outside, 1-0 count here on Brett in a 2-2 ball game. Next pitch from Owen Rubenthal is high for ball 2.
Brett Pedersen went through a little drought there, kind of got mentally taxed there over that, but he fought through it, and as of late, he's been hitting the ball pretty well. Back to the starting position in the left.
Fouled straight back by Pedersen on 2-0.
Tonight doesn't have a lot to show for. The the book on him will say 0 for 3, I believe, but he did line out hard to second base and give the ball a good ride out to right field on a ball that was lined, that sent Alter to the fence. So he has some hard contact here tonight against Martinsburg's pitching, leading off here in this 9th inning.
The 2-1 hit on the ground. Oviedo scoops it up off the bounce, throws the first in time. Brown stepped on, I guess, by Pedersen, as both guys were going down first. And
oh, no.
Bench is kind of clearing here as the Martinsburg bench coming all the way out.
Yeah, he went up the line, and when he went by, he caught Jameer Brown in the leg. Martinsburg feeling like maybe it was an intentional. Brett Pedersen goes out to check on Jameer Brown to give his apologies, and Brett was trying to run that out. Was hit the third, giving it all he's got. I got up the line there, and he's ejected. He's been ejected for that.
So Pedersen is ejected. And now
Grove is ejected.
And this is big because you get suspended, right, if you get ejected.
Yeah, I believe he's suspended, and he is really losing it now as this game has really gotten heated. And Mickey Brown is now, Martinsburg's coming in, and someone else has been ejected as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Now, there's still a woman has been ejected from the dugout. There's been multiple ejections. Now you've got someone throwing the chair over there. This has
Van Dyne, who at least was out there. I don't know if she was ejected, but she may be trying to calm everybody down on her staff and stuff. But yeah, a lot of stuff going there crazy. I mean,
you've got a full dugout over there of varsity and JV players, so you have a tremendous amount of players in there, but you also have lots of staff, and there's a lot of ejections that happened over there. And
yeah, not sure exactly who all was.
We don't know, but we know there was multiple.
Besides Grove, of course, and
we know Pedersen was ejected for the, when it ran down the line, and to be ejected, it had to be deemed, that he did it purposefully. Not that we could from our angle could we see, other than he crossed the bag and they collided there. Their feet collided. Now, at that point, he was ejected, and then we kind of see on instant replay as he got him pretty good. He was on the inside of the bag on that. So unfortunately, there's been an ejection. Now there's a lot going on in the stands, and it's really getting heated up here all over as there's multiple people. As now you have Brown's group over there. It's really a crazy scene now at the moment. But we're back to baseball here. So inside the lines, there's a lot going on.
This one hit up the middle toward Rubenthal. Rubenthal comes off the bag and throws the first in time for the out. So back-to-back groundouts to begin the inning. Nobody was hurt. Brown was good, long-term at least. Momentarily he was a little bit shaken up. And the other good thing there is, hopefully things calm down inside of the stadium. But we have 2 outs here. Again, this is just high school baseball. This one's popped up towards center field. And making the play on the run is Christian Alter for the final out of the inning. So a quick out here in the 9th. We'll see what happens here in the bottom half of the inning. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We have the top of the order due up for the Bulldogs.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rox Rewards.
We got double the Rox gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job!
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rox Rewards.
The Roundhouse Authority invites you to the Founders Day Martinsburg Heritage Fair and Festival, May 17th through May 19th, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Roundhouse in downtown Martinsburg. With the farmers market and more than 60 vendors, live music, food trucks, arts and crafts, and historical displays, including Civil War medicine and militaria, and tours of the Baltimore and Ohio Roundhouse and shops. There are more special events, including a tribute to Patsy Cline at the Apollo. Go to heritagefestwv.com for a full schedule of events.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. A lot of drama going on here at P.O. Faulkner, but ultimately we head to the ninth, and hopefully the game just gets decided on the field and everybody just relaxes if you're a fan of the game. So
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's high school baseball. I know that there's a lot of riding on this game, and there's a lot of stake board. These young men out here are, giving it all they got. They've given us a great ball game for 8.5 innings here, and there's been some ejections and there's been some temper flare, but it's just a high school baseball game at the end of the day. And I say that, and I say that. I know it's people are probably saying, you're passionate about the game, and I'm passionate about the game inside the line. And when they're inside this line like this, what happens here. But outside the fences, there has that's stuff that can't happen, and different things can't happen like that. So we are seeing a tremendous amount of going on here, distractions across the board here. So they need to, hopefully the fans can settle in. And I know there's been a lot going on with the ejections, whether you agree with them or not. That now we've got a delay as Davis Moore comes, as the athletic director has been called. So not sure exactly, as all eyes are on home plate umpire. But Stefanko's standing on the mound. He's ready to go. He wants to play baseball. And I feel for him as he just, he wants to get out there. He wants to get after this game. No distractions for him as he just standing stoic on the mound. If you can get a camera shot of him, he's ready to play baseball.
So we got some fans tossed out, it appears, which, again, like you said, it's just a high school game. And now a throw behind the batter, Grove.
Getting interesting as he threw behind him here. And there's a stare down here a little bit, but, just not lose sight of how great of a game we got here. 2-2 ball game.
This one misses outside for ball 2. So 2-0 count here on Isaac Grove, who's found his way on a few times. He's also struck out a few times. And this one misses low for ball 3.
Last night I posted on Facebook that you're my opponent, not my enemy. These guys aren't enemies. And this is just a great baseball game against two great baseball teams that are just very passionate. And unfortunately, there's some adults that have gotten a little upset. And we just need to focus on what these guys are out there doing and get all eyes on the field.
We got a full count here on Grove. And the 3-2. And Grove picks it, or hits it, I should say, out toward left center. And making the play is Landon Pence. So Isaac Grove is retired to begin the ninth. And that'll bring Carson Buber to the plate. But also, if you're Hedgesville, you have two guys ejected in the game, at least, possibly even somebody on the bench. I wasn't really exactly sure. And you still have one more game to play if you lose or if you win. So, those are going to lead to, I believe, 3-game suspensions for both Coach Grove and Pedersen. So,
yeah, not only does it affect this game, it affects games down the line.
Season.
That's why when you're trying to protect your player out there. And then
0-1 misses inside for ball 1.
We didn't really get the changes. Not sure who's in. There's a left-hander in left field at the moment in Pedersen's position.
There's a swing and a miss for Buber here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But baseball remains to be played in this game. to determine who is going to stay in the winner's bracket and who will have to take on Musselman with a chance to end or continue your season. Boober takes a breaking ball that didn't break for a hit by pitch.
And he wore it.
A little bit easier on the curveball to wear it than a fastball. But
For sure. It's a little easier standing there when you're seeing that spin and you know it's not that fastball up and in. So 1 out. Braden Oviedo up, a young man who's had success here tonight.
Yeah, on both sides. Double. Some good plays on the defensive end. Put the ball in play, though, for the most part out here at the plate at the very least. As here's a strike. Oviedo with an 0-1. Stefanko has, again, done a great job in relief here tonight. Maybe getting a little bit tired as we have some pitches missed there. Boober takes off and slides into second with a stolen base. Canerium on the transfer lost control of the ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Hedgesville needs to, get calmed down here and get the, stay focused on the game at hand as the winning run is now at second.
1-1 misses outside for ball 2, and now anything hit well enough can score Carson Boober and win this game for Martinsburg. So the game tied at 2. Boober is standing on third base with 1 out in the inning. Oviedo's at the plate. We have a time called. Cash Dunham again going out to talk to Colton Stefanko. Infield coming in, knowing they'll have to make a play at the plate here, most likely. 2 balls and a strike on Braden Oviedo. Boober takes his lead off third. The throw over with nobody holding him. A little bit of a risky decision there if it gets away, but maybe trying to, catch Boober off guard. The 2-1, breaking ball, hits the zone for strike 2, tough pitch. Stefanko's pitch is definitely tough to read. Looking like he was going to miss inside, but just coming across the plate there.
Martinsburg has flown out a lot tonight. Could use a fly out here as Stefanko's looking for strike 3.
Yeah, ironically, and Boober will send it the other way into right field. Oviedo sends it the other way into right field. Boober will tag, but he'll now head back to the bag. So he didn't hit it deep enough to score the run, and with the right fielder Ian Wolf playing up,
he lined out deep enough. Boober was moving down the line on that, had to retreat. When he retreated, come back down the line, seeing the throw was going to be all the way through, and just held up. So now Hedgesville is an out away from getting out of this with 1 out, and there was 1 out man on third.
Yeah. So pitch here to Alter is inside for ball 1. So we could be playing 10. We could be playing extras in Major League Baseball at this point.
They put a man on second?
I don't believe so. Here's the 1-0. That one called a strike. If we were at Myrtle Beach, they would have done that by now.
Mm-hmm.
But we are in Martinsburg, West Virginia in the playoffs, so not going to see something like that here. 1-1 count, 2 down. Runner takes his lead off third, and that one misses outside for ball 2. So Alter gets ahead. Again, we have a 2-1 count on the batter, but you need a hit most likely here to score the run. The pitch here to Christian Alter is hit into right center field. That will get down, and Martinsburg walks it off. And the Bulldogs are headed to the sectional championship on the Christian Alter walk-off single. With 2 games to win 1.
Christian Alter got that ball into right field. Over the second baseman's hit. Cash Dunham took off like he might have a play, but it fell. And Martinsburg is now 2-0 here in the sectional. Big walk-off play. Very, very emotional game for both teams. And, and the stands and spectators hope we can have a good handshake here. And Hedgesville certainly has the ability to come back here and possibly win a couple games, on the road if they can get Musselman. Musselman certainly has Jason Myers coming tomorrow. It's just sectional baseball. It's so passionate, and these kids played so well and hard, and hopefully that we don't take anything away from the game with what the game they played, with some of the drama that happened afterwards. So just a great baseball game by two great baseball teams here in the EPAC.
Yeah, good game, good win for Martinsburg over Hedgesville. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of this break, we'll have the post-game show as the Bulldogs will play Musselman will play Hedgesville tomorrow at Musselman. And then the winner of that game will take on Martinsburg for the sectional championship. Martinsburg has 2 games to win 1 and be the sectional champions. So we'll see how that plays out. But we'll be there tomorrow for Musselman Hedgesville. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We'll be back.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl tile and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
We welcome you back here to the Palace Lounge post-game show. The Palace Lounge is brought to you, or the post-game show is brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. A full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. We get into our game summary. Martinsburg wins it in 9, 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. Bulldogs left a lot of guys on base, but Hedgesville 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. That was our game summary brought to you by the Manchester Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Our player of the game is brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. I believe that's going to be Christian Alter here tonight, who had 2 hits, including the walk-off single and 2 RBIs. But you have quite a few nominations. You could go with Brayden Edwards, who had a 3-hit game. Obviously, Owen Rupenthal drew 3 walks at the plate and went and pitched well on the mound, and then even Lane DeLauder's start was good here tonight. But Tripp has Christian Alter, our player of the game, and we will send it down to him whenever he is ready. Tripp, go ahead and take it away.
Here with player of the game, Christian Alter. Christian, it was a 9-inning game. But let's go way back to the first inning. You sliced the ball down the right field line, drive in the very first run, and give your team the 1-run lead. Take us through that first inning.
Well, our goal is always jump on them early, and I mean that's what we did. I mean, we already knew coming into this game that it was going to be a fight either way. So, I mean, to get that run early, that was definitely huge, especially late in the game. So.
Not only did you have a great day at the plate, but you certainly had a lot of assists out there in right field. Take us through the day out there.
Yeah, my mindset going into this game was don't let anything drop or get over my head, and it didn't. So
you come up in the 9th inning, a major league 9th inning, after playing extra innings, and winning runs on third, 2 outs, comes down to you. What were you thinking?
I mean, we were taking a strike first pitch, but I was already going to go up there, be aggressive, and hunt like I always do. I mean, I had this feeling that, I mean, it was going to come down to something like that, and I'm glad I executed on it.
So now you guys get the advantage here in the section. No, you get day off tomorrow, and then you got to get beat at least 2 games. All you got to do is win 1 out of the next 2. How are you feeling about your chances?
I mean, I like our chances. I mean, as a group, I mean, everyone on this team, they can compete. So if there's no doubt in our locker room that we can't get the job done.
So there's a lot of emotion out there. Your dugout was how emotional? How did things go when things got emotional? How did your dugout handle it?
I mean, it wasn't any of our business. Our goal was to come out and win this game, and that was our focus the whole time when all that was going on. We just tried to cut it all out and just focus on the game and getting the win.
Congratulations. See you in 2 days. Well, I'm here with head coach Aaron Byler. Aaron, they say that baseball is a nervous breakdown to bat it into 9 innings.
Yeah, I don't know. I think just take a deep breath. Like I told them, you never know what's going to happen, but I think at some point along the way, if you're going to make a run, and you made a run last year with your post-14 team, that you have to catch a break, or you have to get lucky, or you have to have one of those games. So just super, super proud of them.
So Lane DeLauder goes out, gives your team the will of a chance to win, throws a heck of a game out there. He did everything he could through 107 pitches. Didn't get quite the run support that he needed to get the win out there, but take us through his game there.
I mean, let's call it what it is. What Lane DeLauder did here tonight in front of all these people against his old school was not easy to do. I told Lane in that dugout there wasn't another person that wanted him to win tonight more than me, and no matter what happened, I couldn't have been more proud of his gutty effort. So just super, super proud of that young man.
You got Owen Rubenthal quietly. We talk a lot about Oviedo. We talk about Rasmussen. We talk about Jameer and Edwards, the sophomores, and how much they've grown up. But somehow or another, Rasmussen has to stay under the radar. Tell us about that young man, his relief.
Rubenthal, yeah, again, you talk about what Lane did. How about all the distractions that Owen Rubenthal had to deal with? It felt like we were living and dying on every pitch there, and just super proud of him and what he did for us in relief, and he gave us a chance to come through, and kind of, he's just been, kind of the on the radar guy all year long, and just super proud of him.
So before we talk about that last inning, things got really emotional late in the game, and inside and outside the lines there. How did you keep your team focused?
Well, I think you have a good group of senior leaders. The nice thing about playing this home is we told them that no matter what happens in the top, you get to bat in the bottom. So I thought our senior leaders did a good job of keeping them engaged and not letting them get too emotional. And yes, it was a pretty emotional game.
Right. In a game like this, when you do get to bat in the bottom, that's when that number 1 seed comes in. We talked about everybody's resetting, but it does mean something. To take us through that last inning, you got a fly ball out there, you didn't get in, and then Christian Alter comes up, and he delivers there with 2 outs.
Yeah, I don't know what Carson did, and I'll take the blame for that. I'll own that every single day, and that's just the way that'll be. That blame will never be on that young man. That'll always be on me. Christian Alter, coming through a big spot. That's a kid that plays baseball year round and is always in the cage and always living for that moment, and really proud of him for kind of getting me off the hook there.
So you've got a day off, and then you've got to be beaten twice in a sectional. What do you think about your chances?
I think that it's going to be a lot easier to come back after a win than it would have been with a loss tonight.
Congratulations on the win. See you in 2 days.
Thanks.
Thank you, Coach Byler, as well as Christian Alter and Trip Tobin, as again player of the game there, brought to you by WV Medicine. But we'll give you the game stats now, which is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. Again, 8 hits for the Bulldogs. Those come from Oviedo, 2 of them from Christian Alter with the 2 RBIs. Braden Edwards has 3 hits, no RBIs though, and Keegan Everhart with 2 hits and an RBI. Walks thrown from Rubenthal, 3 of them. And those are your game stats from the offense for Martinsburg. Again, we mentioned it. Lane DeLauder, 6 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. Rubenthal, 2 2/3. Or I guess he goes 2 2/3. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. gets the win on the mound. For Hedgesville, the 4 hits that they had, Ian Wolf with 1 and an RBI, Mason Elliott with 1 and an RBI as well, and then Cash Dunham with 2 hits, and those are your 4 hits for Hedgesville. On the mound, Peyton Jordan goes 5 1/3, 5 hits, 2 earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Stefanko takes the loss, but pitches really well, 3 1/3, 3 hits, 1 run. 1 run not earned, and a strikeout here tonight. That'll do it here for us. We'll be at Musselman for Hedgesville Musselman tomorrow night before heading back here to Martinsburg with the winner of that game taking on the Bulldogs for the sectional championship. But for Colin McLaughlin back in the studio, John Allerton, our on-site producer, Dylan Bishop, our cameraman, Trip Tobin, our color analyst, I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long here from P.O. Faulkner Park. Once again, your final score, Martinsburg in 9 innings gets the win over Hedgesville 3-2. The Bulldogs are headed back to the sectional championship. Have a good night, everyone.
Hello, my name is Roy Ramey, and I'm running for Commissioner of Agriculture. I'm a Christian, a family man, a small regenerative farmer, and I served our country for 33 years in the Army, retiring as a lieutenant colonel. We've had an extreme loss of farms due to heavy regulations, which is unsustainable. The current administration has failed to fix the problem over 8 years, while we've lost over 1,100 farms. I will change that direction, cut regulations and food costs to grow farming in West Virginia. I'm Roy Ramey, and I'm asking for your vote as your next Commissioner of Agriculture.
Paid for by candidate.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Parsons Ford, Rocks, the Heffley Motor Company, the Wagner Law Firm, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, the Skinner Law Firm, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, Orsini's, Carter Myers Automotive, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Mother Shuckers, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talk radio WRNR.com. All rights reserved.